I've decided something. I think the only way we can get this playthrough finished and move on to other Friday tasks is to hate Duna with a burning passion. This fucking planet has done nothing but cause problems and get people stuck and get people killed and waste fuel and waste time and energy and we need to get these 2 core samples and get the fuck off Duna as soon as possible because goddamn this planet will be the death of us. I'll carry on mind right welcome to the stream. So I think the best fuel we can use for the remainder of the playthrough is hatred. And that is something we trade in the Doomhaus, so I think we should be fine. How are we both? Good morning. I think I can take advantage as well of what should technically be a quieter stream today. To have no distractions and just get on with the important work of actually getting stuff done. So with less distractions, surely, technically, after last week's shit show, this should be an improvement. Deal? How can it not be? Speaking of distractions, Santa, welcome to the stream.
I remember my dad teaching me to swim off the Brighton Pier. The hardest bit was getting out of the sack.
Fuck. Santa, welcome to the stream and thank you for the bits. Where have you been getting jokes from lately? You found a good source, I'll give you that. Right, here is another thing that I've decided to do today. It's hard to deny that Doomhaus works better when we work from to-do lists. Therefore, I've made a to-do list. Now, right at the very bottom is disperse the vaccine. But I have to focus on specific things. So just before the stream started, I've set us a to-do list. First job, return Tag Slack because the crash last week was chaos and there's nothing he can do. He might as well come back, get back into the rotation and make himself fucking useful. Task 2, I'm going to use the remote detonation system in the Space Center to clear up the orbit around Duna because it's getting confusing. So I'm going to be blowing up a load of ships over Duna. So is it Kepler syndrome? Whichever the one where there's too much stuff in orbit and it causes chaos for getting out. The destroyed shit in orbit thing. Next, we need to send a brand new rescue mission to Duna, and we need to collect either Scotty or Easy Green. Scotty and Easy Green have... I did a hell of a long walk and managed to go and get the rover and park Scotty. I did a hop with that crashed ship. I managed to just hop a bit closer, did an enormous walk, grabbed the rover, drove it back. Now Easy Green and Scotty are parked on the rover. One of those has to be rescued and then come back safe. Then I'm driving to the Cheesecatcher 10 crew with the remaining person who stays behind with the rover. That is a long drive, but that's something I'm going to do over the week. I'm going to leave it running in the background while it drives its way over there. Then, hopefully, that can be next week's stuff. But for now, we must simply bring Tag Slack home and start blowing shit up. I hope that sounds as fun to you as it does for me to say. Mikey, welcome to the stream as well. Can we cross getting Scotty off the list? He's too far gone. Technically, he has lived on Duna for years. He was part of the first crew that touched down And no matter what he does, he can't get rescued. He's been on 2 rescue vessels. And still not gotten away from Duna. What a mess. Right, so let me show you where those 2 are. So we're going to have a nice quiet stream today. We're going to have the benefit of a calmer. Do you know what I mean? Quieter. So, this is going to be success. That's all we're doing. Right, let me load in first and I'll show you what the... who needs rescuing first. So, Scotty has been picked up by Easy Green. They came from, if you recall, they crash landed, I think over here somewhere. And I had to do a Santa, ! Hop, over here to land at Easy Green's Willy. So they landed and the rover was down here somewhere, so it was a pretty good landing. But I had to walk Easy Green like 14 kilometres, so I just left it going when I went to Morrison's the other week. Therefore, he got the rover, brought it back, and these 2 are one of the crews that needs rescuing. Now, this is the other problem that we have. Look at the mess in orbit. There is a system where you can deconstruct things from orbit, and I'm going to have to use it. But the My Twat ship landed here, mind right, to answer your question. You don't want to leave, you might as well just let him be. Now we've got to get him home. To be fair, Scotty is the only chance that the Green's getting 5 points from this playthrough. Mindright is currently steaming out into the lead. Mindright, to answer your question, on the other side of the planet, in the dark, we find Kitten's twat. You, last week, rendezvoused with this, along with Kitten, Cat, Mean, Santa, Chaz, Alkarion, and Alkarion. You people are going to get rescued after, because the intention is that I'm going to drive in the week over to this, and then we're going to do one big rescue mission and rescue like half of the Kerbal at the Doomhaus Space Agency in one sweep. So we're in a bit of a sticky pickle, but we are coming for you, Mindray, I promise. And you, Alkarion, and everybody else that's trapped on this godforsaken shithole ship, including you, Santa, as well, and Mina and Cats and Kitten. But first, I need to find the EG's Willy. There it is, because we're bringing Tagslack home. Now, I've been thinking about orbits. Alright, well, I guess I'll be back for Marble. Oh, I guess if there's no points, there's no point in watching, right? If there's no missions to gain. Roger that, Mindray. Have a good afternoon or morning. This is Tagslack. He brought the rescue mission, but it failed. Therefore, I need to get him out. The thing is, I've been thinking about this. Like, the one mission that I did that went really well as far as a return trip from Duna, I just glanced it and then came back. I think there's 2 things. I think I need to be a similar... Right, so let me just... We'll leave Tagslack in orbit for a while. Oh, my periapsis is too low. Fuck, okay. I guess I need to get Tagslack a little bit higher and then we time warp. Because I think I need it about behind me at a similar place. Because that feels like it makes sense. Easy Green, welcome to the stream. You're not dead, but we're going to try and bring Tagslack home and then send a rescue mission for either you or Scotty. I guess you have to win the role at the time. So what I need to stretch this orbit out a little bit, I think. Okay. I'm going to bring Tagslack back to Kerbal. If I go to the apoapsis, how high is it? Okay. So I'm going to time warp up to the apoapsis, which is going to take a tiny bit of time. Auto time warp, just warp there. I'll still watch probably on my phone while I get an L change. Roger that, Mindret. So then, I've been thinking, this is such a mess by the way, let me clear this up. I need to take it slower and steadier. Now, there has been 2 different types of get to another planet mission that I've gone on in the past. One's where I've been able to do incredible fine-tuning from the orbit of the planet I'm leaving which is like hyper efficient, and ones where I haven't. And I've been struggling, I've had to get out of the orbit. I think it might be to do with the direction I am leaving in, if that makes any sense. So once I finish this time warp, let me just stretch the orbit out and I'll show you. I've been desperately trying to open the game and test this theory. But now I've not got Outer Wilds to think about, I can put all of my brain power into working out how the flying fuck Kerbal Space Program works. Right, let me just burn this to about, 65-ish? We'll go to 70. There we go. So, I think... I should be able to time warp now, let me just work this out. Can I time warp to... Can you set the sun as a... Oh, you can. Okay, that makes this easier. I want... If Duna's there, I want Kerbin like here, I think. So I can go like this and go... You know what I mean? Catch it. But it means I have to just time warp a little. Which means Tagslack has to wait in orbit for... It's been 50 days sat in orbit since I pressed that button. These are long missions, these. So, I think the way I have to do this... Good morning, Easy Green, by the way. The way I have to do this is I think it all depends on what angle I leave. Because if I leave going forwards... No, if I leave Duna going backwards, my very escape burn is already reducing a big chunk of speed, right? But if I leave forwards, I'm wasting fuel to then have to burn it again. I think... Does that make sense? Like, well, let me see if I can explain what I'm trying to think. It's going to be tough, because I'd not really got the theory formulated myself. But we might be able to make something work. Let me have a look. Morning, Dave. Fuck, I really enjoyed that yesterday. There's something about Half-Life games that... The Half-Life games are from an era where I really, really enjoyed AAA games. 2004 at least. Like, between 2004 and maybe 2011-ish, there's a short window there where it hadn't lost me yet. Do you know, like, everybody that's reading this right now, or listening to my voice right now, probably can safely say that they're not a fan of, like, AAA games at the moment, like your brand new Assassin's Creeds or your Call of Duties and stuff like that. I think everybody is until they aren't. But Black Mesa is essentially Half-Life 2. I know it's a remake of 1, but it's essentially Half-Life 2, and it's just that perfect fun. I don't know, it's good to stream. Deviator, welcome to the stream. What's new? Will today's Kerbal escape with his life at the direction of Stubbler? Find out on this episode of Physics Friday. Deviator, what's new? Welcome to the stream. I'm flying back from Duna. I've gone a bit far there. Have I got a bit far? No, that should be fine. Right, let's save. Now, my theory is, to make this a bit more efficient, obviously don't confirm or deny my theory, because I must work this out myself like a fucking idiot. If I switch back to my ship, with Kerbin behind me, here's the thing, right? If I was to burn... Let's not go from periapsis, let's go from... Well, here's the thing, look. If I burn and leave this way, then I am going with the orbit of Duna, and I am leaving with more speed. I am orbiting faster than... Do you know what I mean? Whereas if I leave backwards, technically I'm already reducing a fair chunk of speed, I think. So if I, instead of... Because obviously Duna's orbiting in this direction. If I leave the Duna system in this direction, then I am increasing my speed. Whereas if I leave in this direction... I don't really understand this, so bear with me. Can I... How would I get it then? So I can... Let me just get a... If I leave in this direction, but face that way, then I'm good. Wait. It's been going good, Deviator. We finished Outer Wilds on stream and it was tip-top. You see what I mean, look? And then if I was to stretch out my prograde... it would bring us in, sort of. Is that right? Have I got that right? But if I was to keep pointing it that way, it's a 2-minute burn. I really just want to see that fucking encounter with Kerbin. See what I mean? That seems to have worked. So if I bring the periapsis in, can I get an encounter anytime soon? Ooh, my theory may not have been correct. What if I was to move? No. Alright, maybe I was wrong. Although I have got an odd inclination, haven't I? Yes. Okay, so it might be an inclination issue. So if I pull my inclination and try and fix that, like that, then can I... Oh, have I got that right? That's a 5-minute burn, but I've got a nuclear engine. Can I make that any better? That was pretty good for me. A 5-minute burn. So let me... Is there a chance I could catch Duna at Kerbin, like around here somewhere, maybe? I don't want to tinker with this because I've just got it really good. But if I was to pull that this way, then surely the earlier I meet it, the cheaper the burn, right? But then if I was to pull that in, is that going to be a cheaper burn if I can get it further that way? It is a cheaper burn, significantly. But then the more I pull it in, the further away it'll get anyway, right? What if I was to... Look, that's a cheaper burn again. It's a 4-minute 44-second burn. I think I'm working out how to play Kerbal. All it took is a quiet day. Alright. So that... I was just looking at that going down. I just thought that must mean that this is quite a cheaper burn, right? The lower that number, it's the meters per second that it takes for the burn. Is that my maximum... I think it might be. Is this the forwards or backwards re-entry? What, you mean the ship itself when it gets to Kerbin? If I just execute that burn because it's coming up, am I going to, like, smash into the surface of Duna, or... Oh, no, that's 89 kilometres above the surface. That's actually quite good. That's a long burn, but I've got a nuclear engine. I'm not quite sure the question, Deviator. I'm without a lot of knowledge when it comes to Kerbal. Alright then, so that means that at 2 minutes and, 30 seconds, if I just start burning, if I turn to the manoeuvre now, I could make something work here. I'm not quite sure. That's the thing where I'm not allowed any help or advice or anything, right? I can't really answer questions from people that know what they're talking about because I don't really have the information. Oh, how fast will you crash into Kerbin? I don't know, but I should... If I air brake heavily, I should be able to make something work. I've got obsessed with air braking lately because there's somebody that's crap with fuel expenditure. It's actually quite useful. Turns out using the atmosphere to stop is a lot easier than using my own ingenuity. But if I just get... If we just burn now, that's good. And then if I focus Kerbin, and then we do one of them halfway burns, because they seem to be the way at the moment for me. If I could just get this, then I'll be alright. I wonder if that was my problem last week. Because I had a terrible stream last week where I got like 8 ships stuck. Obviously, I'm not going to hit Kerbin at this point, Deviator, right? Aye. Yeah, being self-taught at a game like this is weird, especially when you're streaming it to people that know how to play it. Right, 15, 14, 13, 10. Right, let's turn Time Warp off. Let's do the remainder of this burn as slow as possible. So if I get that to 0, that's probably more important with a tiny burn. I obviously want this at 0, right? So it should start appearing soon, hopefully. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I've still got quite a lot of fuel left, because this is a nuclear engine, right? And it's a big tank. Yeah, just get out of Duna orbit. What's the worst that can happen? You only think you're talking to somebody who knows. I guess because we met you during Kerbal. In my mind, everybody other than me is a fucking genius. And even people that have played a lot less than me probably have done the right thing and researched and paid attention and looked things up and not been a fucking idiot that refuses to... that is stubborn enough to try and play it fucking blind. If I can just get like a... What would be like... Fuck off, the moon. What would be like a perfect height to 41? If I got that to 30, I mean, obviously I'm doing it way too early at this point. Let me get this thing out. Would 30 kilometers up be enough to kill velocity entirely to at least get us into an orbit? Turn the scale down. Jesus, even at the bottom scale. Alright, let's just get to 62 kilometers. That's fine by me. Thandir, welcome to the stream. So as I was saying, Admiral, we have our best and sharpest people on this... What in the world are you doing? Thandir, I'm pissing about with triangles to try and get tags like home safely, and not in a shit fashion. How about that? The life of an orange is on the line. Thandir, that's all you need to know. Thandir, good afternoon. Stubbler. Yeah, that's right. That works. Now, if I was to warp away from Duna... and warp up to this manoeuvre, then we need to adjust it ever so slightly so that we are on track to air brake at Kerbal, my new obsession. I mean, Tag's like failed his mission, right? So I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Here's a question as well, right? This far out, surely if because I always try and time these burns to perfection, but because we're this far out and there's such teeny tiny burns, it probably doesn't matter that I'm on the manoeuvre node, right? Basically, Thandir, this little ship here has Tagslack on it. He's in between Mars and Earth, the Kerbal equivalent. And I'm trying to bring him home safely, and I'm trying to do it with this much fuel left in a tank, which is very little. So, hang on, let me just test this. I probably don't need to be so precise over such long distances, do I? Even though they are precise burns. Also, nuclear engine helps with this, right? Because it's a lot fucking slower. So if I was just to burn now, would this yellow line look like the purple one? The thing about air braking is the requirement for air. This is true. But I mean, I don't want to air brake so hard that I catch fire. So maybe, I think 35 kilometres above the surface of Kerbal should be a thick enough atmosphere to slow me down. Sort of, kind of, ish. It might even be enough to land, technically, but I've got an engine, and we'll maybe boost as well. Oh, I like being able to concentrate. Clear mind, you see. I actually think last week's stream might have been a result of the sheer amount of thought that has to go into streaming Outer Wilds. Because that game was top, but it was difficult. Right, if I bring this in now, so that number says 33 kilometres, then I should hit some thick as dicks atmosphere and slow down nicely. Ah! Oh. Oh, Tagslack's not here. I was about to say, Tagslack, are you willing to risk this? But he's got no choice. That is pretty much 30 kilometres above the surface, right? Do I take the risk with Tagslack's life and dump the fuel and just come in at that angle? He's an orange, and he's not here to defend himself. Therefore, what choice does he have? Have I got any oranges in the chat right now? Alkarion, Mindright, Thandy, are you willing to... Are you comfortable that Tagslack can come in safely from this? Let's bring him over here. His 1 year, 375-day mission. I shouldn't be putting oranges in the hands of oranges. Sure, why not, says Alkira. There's a scientific, perfectly planned answer. Make it happen, says Mindray. Good shit. Right, so then if this goes wrong, it's not my fault, it's your fault. And if Tagslack comes in angry that his Kerbal's died, it's not on me. Fucking monitor needs a dust today. Right. Tagslack is almost home. Is it still 29,170 metres? Should I bring it in, like, ever so slightly? I mean, space is fucking 70, right? This is alright. No, we got this. But the trouble is with Kerbal is it's not like Duna, and if I sacrifice this whole tank, Tagslack's just going to drift off if this doesn't work. You know what? I'm going to be a bit of a sweatlord. I'm going to... I love RCS. Look how slowly you can adjust it, but it turns out it's a bit too slow. So let's go back to map mode, and I will turn RCS off. Fail first and fail fast. That's a green talking with an orange's life right there. That's why you don't trust the fuckers. How do I get off docking mode? There we go. Let's go to 25k. Because it's not like I've got a real steep angle of descent, is it? I could probably just... But then again, if I'm getting rid of the fuel, do I even need to air brake? Fuck it, 25k. I'm just worried about heat, that's all. Who this?
Twat.
Jakey, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the bits. I am taking advantage of a quiet stream to try and actually get some stuff done. Namely, bring Tagslack the orange home safely. Do I decouple this? I've done it. We are now engineless. And we have zero choice other than to reverse this ship into Kerbal. This fucking decoupler didn't come off, if you're wondering what the hell that is. There it goes. Obviously got a little bit more boost because of the decoupling process. And now we just time warp over to Kerbal and pray. Did I time warp too fast and there was no physics? I think I did. Fuck. Hang on a minute. I can reload if I'm not on a collision course, so... Oh, that was a pain in the ass. Alright. I time warped too fast. I tried to slow it down, but it didn't work. Wait, where am I now? Okay, so we're still here. I've still got the tank, and we are currently at... You are out of it, and you've got no strength to do anything, but you're back home. Was you at hospital or something this morning, Cheeky? Right, let me decouple this. Then save. Then, as long as I aren't on a collision course with anything, I'm allowed to reload quick saves. Let's just coast over at this speed. Oh, you had your treatment today. Good shit. So it went smoothly, right? Obviously, it completely drained all your energy, no doubt, but... 5 hours with a tube up your arm. Do you have to sit in a chair or something? Or, like, how does it work? Do you just lay down and read a book, or... Do you have to sit upright? Good shit, you're back, at least you're back home, right? Did you choose a bed or a chair? I bet because it's like, what, 5 PM right now, it's probably... You probably want a chair, right, so you don't end up going sleepy. You go for a window bed, right? So you can watch the cars go by. I know you. Right, so that's turned to 23.384. That must have been because of the little jolt we got from the decoupling process. Right. Tell you what, why am I doing this? Let me just take this slowly and steadily. We're bringing Tagslack home fucking safely. Oh, you go to the window once it's got a huge shelf to put your stuff on. Must be a long 5 hours, though. It must be draining just by the very nature of sitting in one place for 5 hours. Right, we're committed. What we need to see now is some serious air braking and hopefully Tagslack coming home safely. There we go, lovely. It's a bit hot. We are coming in pretty fucking quickly. So just so we don't lose any shoots, I'm going to do a couple of wobbles just to make sure that certain parts don't heat up too much. Oh, don't lose him now after all this. Let's just do a couple of wobbles, but not wobble too much, because if I turn over, he's definitely dead. We just want the heat shield to take off as much speed as possible. If he bounces off, we're in a real trouble. We've got a lot more speed to reduce right now. Jesus, there's just so much heat. Okay, 2.8k, we've got another 5,000 kilometers to slow down. I think... What does my periapsis say? Right, we're gonna... I think we might be good. Harry, welcome to the stream. This is the reverse entry Hail Mary prayer. Yeah, it is. Okay, we are reducing speed a lot. I think we're coming into land. I think we should be good. Don't worry, Harry, there's an orange on this mission. What the hell's that? Did you flush the toilet then? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're beyond good, aren't we? Lovely. Right, once this gets to 23, we can pop the chutes, and Tagslack comes home safely. Lovely. And yeah, I laugh at the parking attempts of the people. That's the most cheeky use of your time I've ever heard. Fuck. Alright. Okay, now, if Tagslack can be returned safely, then that's one of our missions for today done. I am about to pop the chutes now. Lovely. And then we are 12 kilometres above the surface. And then I can just put the lights on so we can at least see where the ship is, despite it being dark as knobs, and coast into safety. They're way more strict about the parking times nowadays, so there's a bunch of free spaces all the time, so I didn't see any funny attempts today. Well, that's shit. How dare they ruin the entertainment? Sounds like Cheeky's in chemo, by the way. He's not, but... Do you know what I mean? I think we just lined everything up there, Cheeky, to make it sound like you're having chemotherapy. It's not that, but it's still something very unpleasant. Come on, chutes. These chutes are just dingled. Have I got only drogue chutes? No, I've got 2 very tiny parachutes. Did I just put only drogue chutes on this entire vessel? Did I actually do that? That doesn't sound like me at all. No, that is a radial. I mean, it'll do the fucking job, right? Oh, did I actually? Is that drogue chutes, eh? I always had it in my head that drogue chutes were orange and the other ones were red. Once there was a Nissan that tried to park for 15 minutes or something. They had 2 spaces next to each other. Am I time up? They had two spaces next to each other and still went back and forth. Then they just said fuck it and left. I mean, even as somebody that thinks that quietly feels confident in my ability to park a car, there still is them moments where you think, do you know what? This isn't worth my fucking time, or my effort, or the sweat off my goddamn brow. I'm going to walk for 15 minutes instead. Alright, Tagslack doesn't get a successful mission point for this because the mission fit. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have separate things for the pilot and the engineer. Separate missions. Because these... and then if the pilot just gets them there and back, then that's a successful mission, right? Whereas if the engineer fucks up their job and all that goes to shit, at least the pilot did what they were sent to do. Taxlack has returned safely from Duna. Good shit. Right, that's one mission done. Therefore, where's my fucking to-do list? Return Taxlack to Kerbin. Done. Now, I need to do something slightly more fun. We get to blow some shit up, although we don't get to see it, which is the only problem. So Taxlack has returned home. Lovely. Let me walk to Sunrise. Then we'll save the game. This has not been an unmitigated failure, this stream, which is good. And then, I have to go to the tracking station to load the next part. Usually find a secluded parking spot because I've seen how much people care for the neighbouring car when they're going in and out of theirs. I'd rather walk for 2 minutes than park next to some impatient bastard that has to park right near the front, because if they're that desperate, if they're that impatient that they can't walk an extra minute from a safe parking spot, they're probably the type to ram the door open, right? Okay, so I need to look for everything that is orbiting Duna. Orbiting Duna. Sothan's teeny tiny rocket. Now, is there any Kerbals on this? Can you actually tell that from here? You can't, can you? I don't think there is. So I'm going to terminate the vessel. This will destroy the vessel, killing all crew in it. Alright, so it's my twat. And Sothan. Is there anything else orbiting Duna? No. Orbiting the sun, that's Jamwedge. So Sothan's teeny tiny dinghy is orbiting Duna, as is my twat. So let's just make sure there's no Kerbals, then we're going to blow them up to make some room in Kerbin orbit. I volunteer to stay in orbit around Duna to record the demolitions. You're actually parked on the surface of Duna at the moment, Alkiram. You'll have to get your fucking binoculars out and check. What the fuck? Where's Satan and Mazak? I nearly killed Satan and Mazak. How long have Satan and Mazak sat here? Satan and Mazak have been sat in space without us knowing they were there, completely alone, for 10 years. Since when have they... Do they even have enough... Holy fuck, they've been here since Scotty and everybody landed. They don't have enough fuel. They've got barely enough fuel to fucking scratch their asses. What? Koala, welcome to the stream. Those names look like there's been a lot of tee-hee-hee today. Do you know what? Technically there hasn't, Koala. It's actually just been a successful stream, and I think it's because it's quiet. Alright, this is a problem. I did not realise these nerds were here. No, this is the Sothan's teeny weeny yellow whatever, right? So this isn't that. Alright. Everybody that needs to be rescued, I'm sorry, but... Send rescue vessel to Duna. I need to do that again. No, wait. I need to... Like that. Then I need to put another one of them in. But... Rescue... Mazak and... They've just been sat there on the road for 10 years, Jesus. 10 years to grow a big beard, absolutely. I think it's been... Has there anything gone that wrong, Santa? I think we're still in credit. But it turns out that the last 5 streams have been more unsuccessful than we thought because we completely abandoned 2 Kerbals in orbit. Fuck. Alright then. I guess our goal now is to bring back a green and an orange. Is that something we can all agree on? So this is... Okay. Now if I go back to Kitten's twat... There you go, Koala. Yeah, and seeing how long people sometimes circle around the bit of the car park next to the door. Like I enter the car park, drive to the back corner and walk to the door. And so the cars are still circling around into the shop. Alright, could I just like click rename and say to be destroyed? Right, because we know it's to be destroyed. Good. That's the last thing called Kittens. Actually, no. There's a lot of people on board Kittens Twat down below, right? Including Kitten. Okay, so now I go to the tracking station. Our Kerbal playthrough seems to be who is going to rescue the rescuers. Fuck. I was about to pretend to be offensive, to be offended by that mind rate, but it's actually true. Okay, the gravy ship, what's that? Nobody on board that, is there? Let's recover that. Okay, that's also landed at Kerbin. I don't know what that is, but we'll recover it. Lovely. No Kerbals on it, must have just been parts of something else. And then I want the to be destroyed. We are going to terminate the vessel. Mina, I have found a tin can in orbit around Duna with Satan and Mazak on it. So today's mission has just gone from rescuing you lot to rescuing them, because we need them to rescue you lot. Good job you didn't leave my twat in front of the rename. My twat to be destroyed. Good, so we've cleaned up the orbit around Kerbin a little bit. Now, Mina, they've been in... Not you said rest in peace, Satan and Mazak. They've been in orbit for 10 years. The fuck, I thought we'd been in space so long that global warming had taken over on Kerbin then. They've been forgotten about by the entire Doomhaus Space Agency for a decade. Shit. Right, boys and girls, everybody, if there is anybody that is still here, I'm going to need you. And who is going to rescue the rescuers of the rescuers? My goal for today, get there, rendezvous, pick Mazak and Satan up, bring them home. Imprisoned for... ignored for 10,000 years. Lovely, right, Mina, to be banished, though, like Illidan was, they would have to have been remembered in the first place. Right, the auto-saved ship is my twat. Where's the EG's Willy? That was the one that we adjusted, right? I think it was technically slightly better. There it is, EG's Willy, lovely. To be honest, that's what I would expect from the Doomhaus Space Agency. Wait, that's not the right one. Where's Kitten's twat? That's the one I've tried fucking about with all them nuclear engines on. Let me go back to Kitten's... Where? No, it's not Kitten's twat, is it? It's my twat. There it is. Roger that. I think I over-adjusted the other one. Alright, I don't need this, do I? If we're just going for a thingy mission, I can remove all of this. What the fuck? Oh, wait. I need to set this as the main thing, don't I? No. Is there a way to make this the main part of the ship? Because I think it's currently that, and I don't want it to be. I want this to be... Do you know what I mean? Is there a way to do that? You are an idiot. Thank you, man. Got to Morrison's at the right time, and the wedges are crispy. I only got showed that this week. That little deli counter with, like, chicken and chips and stuff that you can buy. I want this to be the main point. Can I not set this as... I thought it was, like, control from here or something. It's not control point, is it? If I put Kerbals in it, if I put tags like, for example, in the command pod, then take that off. Have you actually, Koala? It shows how forgetful I am. But I looked at it in practice and I thought, that's pretty good. I can't work out how to do this and I'm confused. I don't want to take all that weight up if I don't need to. Also, I need to drain the oxidizer out there, don't I? People who play Kerbal before, if I take the command pod off, though, if I put the command pod away, does that not... Yeah, it did. What the fuck's happening here? I'm confused. Is it because this is disconnected or detached? Wait, what? I don't know what I've done. Don't save. No, don't save. Bust it. Oh, I see. Koala, right. I may not have understood what you was meaning. There's a lot of things that just go straight over my head, as I'm sure it's no surprise. Right, I'm going to need somebody that's not stuck on Kerbal, on Duna, by the way, to fly this mission. Game's a bit buggy today. Well, I don't understand how... How do I not make that as the main piece? Even with a Kerbal on it. Good shit though, I'd recommend, I bet. I mean, it'd be chips and wedges for me, but still. If I took the command pod off and it just... I don't know what it did. Would that usually work, taking the command pod off? Let me just collapse this fairing because it's pissing me off. Delete the fairing. Now... Fuck the cheesecake. There must be a way for me to... If I take that off and then say I want this as my main... No. I just want to bring the lander off and just have the main ship, because this thing would be like super duper big bum efficient if I did that. But how? The waffle fries are top, but they barely have waffle fries. Do they just go really quick? Like... Cats, welcome to the stream. The can situation. Not so good. Wait, what's up, Cheeky? What's happened? I really don't get this. Oh, you're testing something. Never mind. Gotcha. I am really stuck. I want, like, this is the main ship. If I was to get rid of that, then can I not scroll up or down? No. Am I missing something, Kerbal players? See, that brings that back, but I don't want that. I want that gone so I can... There's got to be a way that this can be done. The support vehicle's drifting on in the background. Oh, I see. Yeah, they give some right stunts out there. And then one just drives straight past. Lovely. I would be like in orbit by now with a brand new mission if I could work this out. So if I make the command pod, that's what I was thinking. It's maybe I need to make the command pod the root part. Let me just don't save. I'll reopen the craft. Is it the small ones that go side? I might have just paused that. Because there's nothing going on in here. There he goes, look. Stunts. You've stopped watching me, you're all watching the cars right now. That's probably for the best. I want you to be the root part, but it's not on there, is it? So if I reroute and then click that, can I then remove this? I can. Lovely. So it was double clicking that was the problem. I see. Easy green. I see. Right, next, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to lower this. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put that on there. And then I'm going to go this. Cheating? Sure. Doomhaus bullshit? Absolutely. Then we'll have a new parachute. Lovely. I was finally allowed to help. Allowed? What, like really loud? Or... Yeah, the small ones never even start going forwards. Okay, now that should be a significant amount less weight. Have I drained the oxidizer from there, from my new tank? I have. Technically, I only need a pilot for this mission. And because I only need a pilot, I don't need this bullshit, right? Tagslack, you are home and safe. No, you are. Yeah, you are. I've just brought you home. You was in Kerbal orbit, Duna orbit, and I actually managed to return you home safely. Let's put them chutes there over the windows. Is there any I need a pilot. But Tagslack's a pilot, but he's not on duty at the moment. Can I remove all of this? I think I can't I? Because I need one pilot. Because I'm picking up 2 people. Therefore, there's less and less weight necessary. But I don't know whether it unbalances the ship at all. Pilot, you say, great about finding a ship named Santa. You're stuck on Duna as we speak. I don't know who is left, it's true. Alright. Kerbals, I need a pilot. What pilots do we have there? Here. Tagslack is one, but you're benched. Deviate, you're a scientist. Who's here? Mikey's a scientist. Cheeky's a scientist. Koala's a scientist. Everybody that's here is engineer. Everybody that's here apart from Tagslack. No, we didn't manage to bring you back in time. Alright, alright. Let me then... But yeah, he's not here though. Yeah, easy green. I was looking for people that are here. There. Alright, we'll take somebody else and a pilot. So, if you are not stuck on Duna currently, I am thinking of a number between 1 and 100. You don't have to be a pilot. You could be anything. 10. 9. Is there anybody in here that isn't stuck on Duna? 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. The number was 11. Cheeky says 6. Deviator says 92. Cat says 49. Koala says 36. It's Cheeky, I believe. You last second fucks. Cats was the last I saw, but still. There is a delay as well. Yeah, it's a cooldown thing. Nine plus 2 is 11, that's fair. Cheeky, this is your mission. Start thinking of a name for this ship. Where is he? Cheeky the 4th. Cheeky usually dies in plane crashes in this. This is a new experience for him. Now, Cheeky's on board. I need a pilot. Who's the pilot that's here the least? 12, Collider. Who should we take? Fisty. I don't think Fisty's ever been on a mission. Let's take Fisty. Roger that. Right, so, Cheeky, you're going to have to sit in the back seat while Fisty drives. Cheeky, think of a name. This ship is called the Coffee Pod. Affirmative that. Right. Now, let's take the ship out. And then we need to wait on board the Coffee Pod. A perfect moment. Then we can set off the Duna and rescue those. Right. Rescue them from Duna. Right. Here's the future. Cheeky and Fisty go up to... So Fisty can't get a point for this because obviously she didn't pick. But Cheeky can. This is the strangest looking rocket once it's not got all of that mass on top. I don't know how this is going to fly actually. It's probably enormously over-engineered. Good thing I'm not in a condition to pilot anything. Well, Fisty looks raring to go. Now... on board the Coffee Pod, we need to be in the perfect position to go to Duna, which means waiting for years. I've been going like 50 to 45 degrees. I think it might need to be tighter. Let's go like 30 degrees. Is every hour on a clock is 30 degrees around the face, right? Yeah. So if I go to 1 o'clock instead of, like, 1:30... Right, so what I'm doing now is I'm waiting for the correct window. Sometimes I can target the sun and other times I can't. It's the biggest thing in fucking... How do you target the sun? Right, we're going to wait. There's no music because we're not in space, but then we're going to do the launch. What I want is, if Duna is at 12, I think I want Kerbal at like 1 o'clock. Because it's a bit... Oh! As per my revelation at the start of the stream, I think I've worked out where I need to be on Duna. How I need to leave to get to do... I think I might, at a push, be able to do this quite efficiently. Maybe. I need to, because I went backwards, I need to increase my speed from that point, don't I? I think... Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Cheeky, you're not dead until the fat lady sings. And she's warming up as we speak. Hang on. Wait. What do you mean good luck, cheeky koala? This is going to go fine. So, I want, if Duna is 12, I want Kerbal at 1 o'clock. So we're at about, 2:30 as we speak. 2 o'clock. Bit closer. This might be a bit too close. I'm not confident anymore. 1. Oof. So there's... If Duna's at 12, if the sun's the middle, Duna's at 12. Is that at 1 o'clock? 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Maybe a bit further, but I'm nervous because I think 1 p.m. might be a bit too much. Now, I just need an orbit now, don't we? Okay. Cheeky, Fisty, best of luck. Let me check the staging. That goes... I'm going to save, actually. This reverse entry air brake, it's like reverse parking and expecting the car behind you to stop. Listen, if this is the only thing we're good at, something tells me I need all the luck I can get, thanks, Koala. So then, welcome to the stream. We have discovered Mazak and Satan have been sat in orbit around Duna while we've been trying to rescue everybody else, completely alone, for 10 years. And we are aiming to fix that right now. Good morning, Sothan. Please at least let it be quick. Do you know what? Out of fucking spite, I'm going to make this mission a roaring success, cheeky. Right, we'll have an SAS on. And we are going with just boosters in 3, 2, 1. Best of luck. I mean, no, you don't need luck. This throttle's just for the main engine. The boosters don't have throttle, do they? I've been turning a bit early lately. Well, you thought I was going to go for an early midstream break. Well, just cut it off. Let's go up a little bit, and then I'll start doing my turn, because I think I'm maybe going through a bit too thick of an atmosphere. Start going about now. Because I think if you turn too early, your turns are shit, right? I'll hop on for a bit before golf later if you're interested in exploring it, so then. Moonkin Day. Is that some retail thing? That's the opposite of vanilla, isn't it, where moonkins were pretty much ignored and beaten into the ground. Oh, I'm listing a little bit, but it's a light ship, so it should be fine. T-Fisty's a good driver. I'm actually rolling a little bit. I need to actually fight this thing. I think it's because it's not too tall, it's a bit of a wobbly piece of shit. Let's start turning a little bit. I want more height than anything today. I don't want to turn over because this thing's a stubby little thing. This is where Trim would say the word chud. 41 kilometers. Okay, so I need to eject the boosters. One thing I don't like about this ship is it's not very... Oh, crap. Actually, this is a tactical backflip to get us away from the boosters. All part of the plan. Point at prograde, please, ship. Please? Please? Hello? How do I... Prograde, please? Burn. Lovely. Okay. Tactical backflip. If you don't do a tactical backflip on launch, are you really playing this game properly? I can throttle down a bit now, can't I? My apoapsis is actually climbing. This is not the best takeoff in the world. Fisty did that backflip, cheeky, because she heard that you wouldn't really be comfortable on a vehicle that doesn't backflip. You know what I mean? Flipping and rolling around and turning. She's watched your YouTube. Okay, I've not really made as much progress as I'd like to, so I'm going to start pointing up a little bit. Something in Moonglade, that's all I know. You see, that's the one thing about playing the old version, is you're never surprised by like seasonal things. Let's go up nice and high, because I think I need height for what I'm trying to pull off today. Let's go to 100. Then that gives me time to plan a manoeuvre, because I want to do everything as careful as possible today. The backflip was cheeky, grabbing the controls. Move over, I'll fly this. I've flipped many a vehicle in my time. Okay. Yeah, let's get like a really good orbit, because I want to try some... I'm theorising. I actually looked, by the way, Sothan. I was watching the VOD back yesterday. Gordon Freeman's PhD is in theoretical physics. Oh yeah, over-engine has its perks when you shoot it flying. There's a big cannon at Darkmoon Fair, right? Yes. Oh, a big cannon. A big cannon. Oh yeah. Yeah, you like fire yourself up, don't you? I don't know, to be honest, Koala. I've definitely done that in previous in the past, but I don't know whether it's in vanilla. I think it depends which server you're on. It might have been brought in the later versions of the Darkmoon Fair. Yeah, that's it, Koala. It might be the 1.12.1, like the final patch. It might have upgraded as it goes. It's a PhD in pushing cars into weird rays. I think, Koala, I'm not sure, but yeah, if you've done it on Small House, then it's definitely in vanilla at some point, right? I can't imagine Kronos would put like the Wrath of the Lich King Darkmoon Fairy. I never thought, yeah, maybe it advances the seasonal events as well with the patch cycle. This is a 30-second burn to get a quite stable orbit. Turns out Cheeky Fisty knows what she's doing. For her first mission. Or has Fisty actually completed a successful mission yet? I'll check in the future. She's not getting one now, though. Despite doing all of the heavy work while Cheeky sits in the back and looks down at people's bad parking jobs. Someone go to BRD, please, so I can get a frog. What is it you need? Is it some booze, right, or something? I believe there's a cannon. I remember shooting it at you into the lake behind Goldshire. Maybe a little later on. Yeah, Koala's just saying that we've done it on Kronos in the past. Dark Iron Ale. If you speak to a rogue, like Mikey or someone, if you can pull it off, you might be able to stealth into the bar and buy you one without having to go on a run. Because I'm assuming, because there's a huge bar in there called the Grim Guzzler. And once you get into that bar, everybody's friendly. So you might be able to stealth in and buy you one, because you can at level 60 stealth in. If you can't, is he even a rogue? Truth. Do you know what, Cheeky? That was actually a very good orbit, and I've got a lot of fuel left. Now, here's my theory about to be tested. My goal, I think, is to leave Kerbin forwards, not backwards. Because if I leave backwards, I have to spend a shitload of fuel. But if I leave for like that look, then what does that look like regarding... That's a 36-second burn. Can I then start adjusting for Duna from here? Can I not? Oh, I hate this. It's the one thing that's pissing me off at the moment about Kerbal. It's got, since one of the updates, I think since the final like big update, it's got really difficult to... Then if I burn at prograde, I should never lose this prograde marker, right? So I'm at just... Wait. So if I... Can I actually catch Duna over there? No, okay. What if I was to move... Right, this is where I'm allowed to save and reload. The Grim Guzzler sounds like a girl I've dated. Oh, don't do this to me, game. Hang on, I've lost it anyway, right? Or have I? Santa get to level 60. Have you no faith in Mikey? Right, stretch it out like that. Okay. Now, let me try that again. Let me stretch it out as much as possible. Still a 39-second burn. That's barely anything. 41-second burn. Now. Can I twist him? A little bit. Maybe catch Duna. No. Okay. So, I worked out, didn't I, that it's actually cheaper if I catch Duna earlier, I think? Or you can efficiently harass Santa. Alright, so now I have to tweak this to try and hopefully catch the big Duna bastard. I can't even get anywhere. Oh, I've not got it fucking... I've got to target the bastard thing. Oh! I think I've worked it out. How to play Kerbal. Oh god, I think I've worked it out. I think it was the direction I was leaving in that was the problem before. Dad dick. Don't click the link, it's true. I'm nearly 44, going to smash it out over the weekend and tonight, Koala. You got this, Santa. 16 levels in a day. Or a few days. Am I just going backwards with this? Let me just work this out. 891. There we go. 891. Does this make it bigger or smaller? That makes it bigger. So is it this one? 870, 81, 8, okay, that, and it disappears. So I've just got to get this right and then we should be good. But it does disappear and I've never understood why. I think it might be a case of... Cressy Dad Dick. Hell of a username. So 423,000 kilometers. 423, yeah, 1,000 kilometers away. So it's tricky, but this looks to be a relatively cheap burn. But it just keeps disappearing, and I've never understood why that happens. If I can get any encounter, I'll be happy with it. What time is it? 3:20. Okay, so I should have enough time to at least get this burn sorted. What is it? What's causing you to evade me. Right, so I can get it to 392. So I'm just trying to get as close as possible and we'll start burning and we'll be alright. That's going up. It's going up as well. So every time I get anywhere near, I lose it behaving like this. So what is it that's the problem? One of these is going to be able to fix it, but I have to find which. They can't all fuck it for me, surely. Is it you again? I need to adjust something ever so slightly and then go back in with this, don't I? What should disappear? 335. I mean, this is not bad, and I can do the rest halfway, right? Is that how this works? Great, I got a key for Tank Mechanics Sim VR beta. Something tells me I'm not in a condition to do anything with VR on. That would be the most vomit-inducing. Fuck. You guys are doing a lot of Maraudon, Zul'Farrak, and Uldaman. Respect. Especially Zul'Farrak. I think that's the best dungeon. I love Zul'Farrak, it's cool. Gearing up for AQ, yeah, going Maraudon for AQ40. Can this get it lower than 2k? Fuck! Not 2k, 250. I really don't understand how I can't get this to work. Am I hitting the planet or something? Fuck! Okay, that's the problem. That's an issue. Well, back to the fucking drawing board. Damn it, alright. I want to get this, I want to practice this. Like, I know it's probably annoying to watch. Bank is full of nature. I mean, as a healer, you don't really need it as such. It depends on the tactic. But it's good to have. I've missed the Uldaman. I've always been unavailable and I've got one tablet to get in the last boss. Hang on a minute, if I burn like that, am I already burning way too far? I am. Wait. That is so unbearably close. There, look. That's 51 kilometers, 51,000 kilometers away, just that. And how big a burn is that? 45 seconds. And am I going to hit the planet if I do it? Not at all. Alright, we'll do it like this. Do it from here. Missing a tablet too. Can I just say that I know it's not, it's like the opposite Doomhaus thing, but it is possible to just fuck the quest off and carry on, fill your quest up with other stuff, do you know what I mean? You're brave at that speed. Don't tell me that, don't tell me that. That's basically telling me I'm doing something wrong. I'm not allowed that information, Deviator. Right, 22.5 seconds. Yeah, I think every WoW player in here right now will suggest. You can play in any way you like, but if you have a quest that it takes a fuckload of time and effort to get done, just deleting it is an option. A lot of us in the 40s and 50s are enjoying dungeons a lot more than leveling right now. Oh, there you go then. So if you've got any excuse to do the dungeon bit, right? Unless you really want... Yeah, exactly. Unless there's a reward or something. If it's just simply completing the quest, then... you can fuck it off if you need to. Thunder Fury is a ball. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's vanilla in a nutshell, right? The ball ache... There is a lot of reward for the ball ache. But if it's ball 8 with no reward other than like 6,000 experience, you just go out and kill 20 mobs, right? Doing so is a lot better than trying to organise a fucking Uldaman run. But yeah, if you're into the dungeons or if you enjoy doing it or whatever, then balls deep. So where was my... Oh god, what have I just done? If I was to put a manoeuvre node here and then... Why have I got no There we go. Okay. Because this is going to be a significantly cheaper burn, right? Whoa, 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 I got further away than I didn't even notice. So what's this burn time like? 10 seconds. And that's with this big fat engine as well, isn't it? I haven't even touched the nuclear stage yet, which is lovely. 69,000 is the closest I can get. Say nothing, you villains. There it is. Lovely. Okay. I've got 5 minutes. I want to do that burn. I've done most of ZF last night, but it's just those 2 quests I missed out on. And 79 Alderman quests are a lot to throw away. I guess true if you've got that many. If you've not done it at all, Santa, balls deep, yeah. But, like, I was just, in reference to people frustrated that they have, like, 1 or 2 things that they've not managed to do, or etc., etc. There's so many quest items from Marauding. Imagine just deleting the quest and getting on with your life. I'm not saying don't do them, you know what I mean? But dungeons, like, I know being able to do all of the dungeons on your way to 60 is an absolute gift. Like, everybody that's leveled from 1 to 60 in vanilla, the ability to do dungeons at all when you level in solo is quite a rare thing, right? So I think all of us, it's a good thing to be used to just writing off dungeons if you don't get to them. Does that make sense? Right, can I bring my thing in? Wait, where's... Did I not just... Did I not just... What? Have I still got a bit of burn to do and just didn't do it? What's going on? I'm confused as to why or how that didn't work. I'm just spinning around in a fucking circle right now. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, my point being is it's very easy to obsess over the quests you have for certain dungeons. Whereas the answer often is a lot easier to simply get on with more important things, if you know what I mean. I keep losing. I don't understand how I'm getting this so wrong. It should not be this hard to get a fucking Duna encounter, should it? Can I just encounter the fucking planet, please? Kerbal. I think it's an inclination issue, isn't it? No? How the fuck is this going so wrong? Can I just get on a intercept? Is it the hardest thing in the world to ask for? Am I overstepping the boundaries? Alright, I'm confused. So now that's at 130. It's one of them situations where nothing can get me close enough. 188. Yeah, you just have to walk up to the bar, Mikey. If you know the way. It's just the pickpocket. You've been pickpocketing in there before, right? It's just the pickpocketing strategy. That's going to do fuck all on this scale, isn't it? Just need to concentrate. See, now that is the only... Wait. Oh, maybe not then, Mikey. Alivay will be able to do it. I think, to be honest, the like what level stand here and Alivay, etc. now. See, 110 is the best I can do. I can't get any closer with any other thing. I can't adjust 51. They'll be there in no time, Koala. You maybe don't need somebody to stealth in. What I mean is either Alivay can go and do it for you, or they'll be in the dungeon anyway. You'll be with them probably soon, right? I can't do this. I don't understand how I've A, lost my approach, and B, I'm now completely incapable of finding it again. 120 is the closest I can get. $113, that's a bit closer. $107. I should have actually gone back from before that burn. That's insane how... But it should be... What am I not thinking of? There's something I'm missing that... Either I get it... Wait... It can't be this difficult, surely. I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll execute this burn. Because this is not a burn that gets me, is it? But if I can get this burn executed, it must be not the biggest. It's a 60-second burn. That doesn't feel right. How is this so different? Let me walk towards it. I'll actually go to it this time instead of fucking around. I'd explain the way to go, Mikey, but it'd take a million billion years. It's probably easier to just look at a guide for it. There's like lockpicking guides that take you all the way, and that's how rogues make like 20 gold an hour. Got it. Right, so let me just... I don't need to be super close to it, as long as I'm fairly close. Maybe that'll do. 13 minutes away from the burn. If I aim at... I've got very little liquid fuel left, but I'm just going to execute this burn now. I'm about to run out of fuel in this stage. Also, it's for something for the Dark Moon Fair. Got it. I think it's just excited to have a go at it, Quail. So then if I burn the rest of it off now... So that's burnt me up to about there. Do I have the markers? I do. Let me see what I can do from here. Then I'm going to go for a midstream... I didn't realise I'd gone over so far. If I can just get this intercept now, then I can just live happily ever after. But again, it looks like I'm going to struggle to get it lower than... You need 10 frogs. I need 10 of the drink. Kitten, welcome to the stream. Chaz, welcome to the stream. Look at these two. I think they shared a fucking taxi. I can't get this. Somehow it's an impossibility to get close. Oh, that's better. That's better. That's better. There it is. Lovely. Lovely. Right, let me warp here. And still need the midstream break, so bear with me. Also, there's a good dagger if you stab Plugger in the face while you're there. True. Yeah, that Shanker's pretty decent. I think his sword's though. Chaz, how are we? Kitten, how are we? I seem to remember doing it as a paladin with invisibility potions. Just have to wait ages between potions. Yeah. Yeah, it's not... As a 60, it's not too difficult because they're all like level 53. maybe true, but I don't know where I was going from there. Pretty short route. Yeah, it is, yeah. I've just... Oh, yeah, but then he's a rogue, so he should be able to pick the door. Fuck! Okay, we're going to do this anyway. Turn RCS off, because that's an unnecessarily flagrant use of valuable resources. Right, like, burn this now. If I'm pointing in the right direction, and I get rid of that, but keep stability assist on, I'm going to jam the throttle off. Hopefully that goes down low enough so I can get... There it is. Lovely stuff. Boys and girls, I'm going for a midstream break. This is the view you get for the midstream break. We've been in better positions before. But now, I have almost a full tank to go and rescue Mazak and Satan, who have been stuck in orbit for over 10 years, it'll be at this point. Right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to enjoy the music. I'm going to press this button and this button, and I shall be right back and see you on the other side. Kitten, you're in charge. Keep it quiet. It should be easy today.
Fab titties.
It's actually quite a peaceful view, this, isn't it? Do you know what, Cheeky? As it stands, you're not in grave danger. Chaz, thank you for the fab. Chaz, thank you for the bits. Welcome back to the stream. Kitten, good work. That seems to have been a quiet, peaceful midstream break. Any more like that, and we'll be laughing. First of all, though, boys and girls, what is in this can? And then let's get this fucking mission done. I need to rescue as many Kerbals as possible because we are slowly and surely fixing the mess. Kitten says Pepsi Max. Tagstack says Fizzy Orange. Mikey says Ginger Beer. Ginger Beer. Koala says Ginger Beer. Easy Green says Ginger Beer. Chaz says Fanta. Alkarion says Ginger Beer. Mindrate says Cream Soda. If it's ginger beer for 3 days in a row, I will literally shit myself. What? Wait, where's my... Fuck off. How was that? How have I lost that? How was that? How am I no longer... Oh, I am, okay. Is that a visual bug? I've come too far. I did not mean to come this far. Hang on. Wait a minute. I've come a bit too far. That's a visual. I have screwed so many missions because of that, and I think it's a visual bug. Bollocks. This is quite a big burn, actually. Shit, that's a 1 minute and 25 second burn. I should have done this way easier. Hang on, bear with me. Right, I need to now plan this correctly because we are rendezvousing with this thing. Which means I need to be orbiting in the right direction, which means I need to go like this. Like that, right? So I'll be coming in at the same... Do you know what I mean? But then I also need to be coming in at a better angle than that, which means it's like that. Is it then radial in? No, radial out? No, radial shake it all about? Although maybe I can adjust that a bit closer. 1 minute 30... Right, in 1 hour, 25 minutes, I need to do a 1 minute and 33 second burn. That'll get us to here. It's not perfect, but I can't think of a way to change my inclination. Oh, can I? Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching Duna, ready to do the rescue mission. The can is Dandelion and Burdock, and absolutely nobody got it, which means that Stubbler wins the day. And justice is done. Kitten, no shitting yourself today. You finally have Dandelion and Burdock, I know, right? Well, I think it's been Tuesday since I had it last, I think. Is this the way to do it? So I'm always going to have that big ramp up, aren't I? And I don't want that. Ah, fuck it, let's just do it like this, right. Son of a bitch, and gets to kick a green out of the airlock. But there's only one green on this, even close to this mission, which is Mazak. You know what? I'm alright with it. Right, if I do this right, then I can hopefully not use a fat amount of fuel to get this mission completed. Do I do an air brake? Oh, you got to let me have my air brake, surely. I think if I was to do... We need to go lower than last time, though. Let's go to, like, 20 or something. So I guess Dandelion and Burdock for ages, and you get it while I'm not here. How very dare you. Yeah, I used to also, and when I don't guess Burdock, he whips one out. We need to get good, the pair of you. Simple as that. Yes, Koala, it's ginger beer and Dandelion and Burdock is the only thing I've seen so far from Morrison's. They're all still in Tesco, though. Around here, anyway. I don't know what it's like up your way. I guess I shouldn't read replies out loud, should I? Sorry, Alkarion. Right, let me go to... Right, burn time, 90 seconds. Did a 2-shot shot the other day for the fizzy orange. I've been having to do that. And, to be fair, I was doing it before the shortage. Because Tesco is frankly better for fizzy drinks. Fine, be that way. Heads off for more coffee. And adds a little fireball into it. I mean, it's Friday, right? 1 minute 30 seconds. I can't be asked to wait that long, just like you can't. So let's time up. Oh, that is good, though. I mean, I haven't had the proper dandelion and burdock for a fucking age. So, like most things, I can't remember. It's not that it's good, it's that I can't remember how bad it is. Okay. Now, is there anything I can do about this orbit? Because I don't want it to be that fucking pointy. Can I not give him a little fucking... bring it down and then bring it in? That's getting a bit better. But I think I've just put 2... Have I just hit Ike? No, I haven't, have I? Right, let's get rid of that. I fucked it. I didn't mean to do that. Go away. Go away, please. Thank you. If I wait until I'm, like, approaching, I walk to there, maybe I can adjust this. I'm trying to use as little fuel as possible because my issues during this playthrough have been terrible fuel consumption. The fuck, why is... There we go. Dandelion and burdock's top. Like, it's a thing that most of us forget exists until you go to a chippy. But the fact that they're selling it now, I worry that I have made people that aren't from this godforsaken country of ours think that dandelion and burdock's some like big British institution, because it isn't really. But it is good. Everybody knows of it, but most people in England are like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's not like it's a... Skywing X Live, War with Duna. I suggest a tactical nuclear strike. Skywing, welcome to the stream. I'd love to. I'd fucking love to. It's got so many of our fucking Kerbal stranded. But I just need to... Struggling with this bit. Like, my option is, because I've got a really efficient engine, I could just burn at this point and adjust it from here, which would be the obvious course of action, but this is the point where I'm hoping to be slowing down. So that's a 2 minute 36 second burn to do it from there, but I don't think I can get the inclination right from anywhere else, despite having a fuckload of fuel. Now, do I air brake? My obsession for fuel consumption means that I might have to take a risk. Cheeky? Are you willing to risk your life? Fisty is immortal on this mission, so we needn't worry about Fisty taking a chop. I think the air braking effort needs to be at a certain height around Duna. I think that somebody needs to take... somebody, I think Cheeky's had his treatment today, so he might not be here, he might have gone to sleep. Therefore, somebody needs to make a decision on Cheeky's life. Is Cheeky willing to take the risk to save fuel? Let's go with... I want to reduce my periapsis. I could probably do this a bit better, couldn't I? What if I was to do radial in instead of prograde? Sure. Can I let a green make a decision on an orange's life? I don't think I can. There we go, that's a lot better. Alright, fuck it. Let's do 20k. This is the decision that could fuck me. Maybe I go 21, but an orange can. Kitten? And I say go for it. Alright. I want to get this just right. I think air braking has to be very specific. Do you know what? We're going to do 20. We're going to risk it, kid. And this is your risk to take on Cheeky's behalf. We are coming in very tight here. But if I can get this right, I can save some ridiculous fuel on Duna missions going forwards. Fuel prices are too high to waste in it. You know what, kitten, you're right. So what I'm hoping to do is skid into Duna's atmosphere. Slow down, slow down. And we're going to use the atmosphere to do the drag on the ship to slow it down. That is such a cool visual. It's the stranger. We're going to use this... what am I doing? Turn the fucking thing off. There we go. Now, what I don't want to do is land. If I landed, then that is the problem. If I land, I've wasted the last, 40 minutes of the stream. Can we waste 40 minutes to potentially secure the mission? I don't want to be time warping too much, though. Right, I'm going to stop time warping now. Hopefully, if we land, I'm in trouble. More like the last hour. Yes, another 15 minutes on top, you're right. Did I bring Taxlack home all that time ago? Fuck. This is a lot of fuel to be left with, though. Which we're going to need for the rendezvous. Oh, piss. This is surely too shallow. So what I want is this blue line. Right, I want to go beyond my periapsis and this blue line not be hitting the planet. Because if I hit the planet, I've got Cheeky and Fisty stranded. Which is not a good thing. My periapsis being 20k, so I've got to get past the 20k mark. I don't have to worry about heating on Duna, do we? Because it's thin atmosphere, but is it thick enough to slow us down completely? My periapsis is not dropping an enormous amount, but it will. I need to accelerate beyond my periapsis, otherwise we're going to fucking land, and then it's going to cause a huge problem. Please don't land. Please don't land. I think we might be alright. I think we might be okay. I need that number to catch up, to overtake that number. And it's starting to do it now. Our orbit is set. Are we past the periapsis point? Are we past our periapsis? Ah! Go, 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 go. I am. I've done it. Have I done it? I think I've done it. I think I might have done it. Have I done it? I still might not have done it, actually. I don't want to time warp, but that's kind of... Fuck it, time warp. Don't want to time warp, time warps. I need that to stop. I need that to stop getting much closer. Please stop. Slow down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is bad. This is really bad. Stop. It's slowing down, but it's not slowing down fast enough, is it? Oh, 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 oh. What? It's 20k the sweet spot. Have I accidentally found the sweet spot? It's still going down too fucking fast for my liking, though. If that gets below 50, I'm in trouble. 55 on the clock. Fucking hell, Santi scared the shit out of me. I think I've done it. I think I've done it. Have I done it? Have I done it? No shit, that's the most successful air brake I've ever done. So it's about 22,000, right, is what I need. We don't trust an orange on green's decisions, he says. No, green on orange's decisions. Then if I was to walk back up... That's not me, is it? That's me. That's my twat. The coffee pod is now... Fuck me, that is so good. Alright, I need to remember that number. 22k. Okay, now I need to point at prograde. My electric charge is going down, so let me get the old wigglers out. I don't need two, do we? Now if I point at my apoapsis, I need my periapsis and my apoapsis to be about the same. Actually, how far are they out? 183 wouldn't be the worst. Because I need to match these lot, don't I? 183 on my periapsis. On my apoapsis. Wait, what? This is where I get all this bullshit wrong, right? But we've done it. Cheeky and Fisty have managed to perfectly land. Now, this is my target. This is where Mazak and Satan are. Now I have to remember how to fucking rendezvous. And I think I fucked up my guessed method of orbital rendezvous, I think, is broken. 80 and 80. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If I can get my apoapsis to be 336... Do they have anything in the tank to meet up for a transfer pack? They do have a little bit, yeah. So I'm going to use all their fuel. That's my plan anyway. They've got like some, but not much. But they've got like a really inefficient engine. It's like an older version of the ship. It's before I had nuclear engines. All right, this is problematic. It's a bit of a mess, but should be fine. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to meet Satan and Mazak in orbit, and I'm going to try and get to him. But I need fuel to get home as well, which is not going to be the easiest thing in the world. I need to be pointing at prograde, don't I? Not fucking retrograde. Still a really big tip. So the Duna apoapsis at 336. I need this to be 336. This number here. I could also do my inclination change with this as well, but this isn't that expensive, and I've still got a shitload of fuel left from that successful air brake. So if I bring stuff in at like 22 kilometres above the surface of Duna, I should be able to park here. I mean, it depends on my speed, right? But I should be able to park on Duna with very little fuel. This is going to be an expensive burn, isn't it? Actually, no, it's 1 minute, and that's nothing with a nuclear engine, is it? And then I need to do some adjustments, don't I? Maybe I can do them now. We're going to fix this, get rid of this playthrough if it kills me. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Right, I need to time this well. Where am I? That's not me, is it? Is that me? Where am I? Hello? There. So I've got a 35-second burn. A 1 minute 10-second burn, 35 seconds ahead of the manoeuvre node to get my inclination about right. Then I'm going to get it set up, and I'm going to fine-tune it using their ship deviator. Does that make sense? Because it's a really big, daft, ugly ship that we was using months ago for the Duna missions. Right, save now. I should probably do a hard save, because I can... The only thing I'm allowed to reload saves for is if I'm not in a collision course with something, I can reload. Oops, shit, point of the manoeuvre, you idiot. I'll stop burning until it gets there, then go. So now the blue line should just about meet the yellow line. I can't wait for Monday's stream in Black Mesa, by the way, when everybody starts guessing, like... one chop or two chops, and I end up meeting a boss or something, and it ends up at like fucking 45. I mean, you've been here long enough to know that's how chop count guessing works in this community, right, kid? The tutorial fools everybody, then they end up even more wrong on the second stream. I was going to say it ends up at 12, but you really went for it. It's the boss that's going to go for it, kid. Right, let me walk to here. That's 80 kilometers, so I should be able to do this relatively quickly. Why is it called Surthang's teeny tiny dinghy? I'm starting to distrust Surthang. So the airport, basically I just want this circle to be a bit smaller. A bit smaller than the other one, then I'm going to use the other fuel saving tactic of just fucking waiting. So then burn up to this, to our airport is here, and then we're just going to time warp round in fucking circles. It's already teeny tiny. How much smaller can it get? We actually destroyed. I think it was part of your twat that got destroyed earlier, kid. We blew it up from Kerbal. Yeah. We did it at a distance as well for our own safety. Destroyed my twat and I wasn't even here for it. Right, now, Stubbler's lazy method. I'm waiting for these orange things to get a tiny bit closer. See? This is the orange things are as close as it's going to be. As our closest point. So obviously, the ship on the inside is going slightly faster, or is orbiting quicker than the ship on the outside. Therefore, if I just wait, eventually, without any fuel expenditure, they'll get quite close. Kitten's twat's taken a right beating. What was you talking about tee-hee-hee earlier, Quell? But, right, so currently we're at 19 kilometres away. That is pretty huge. So if I was to put a manoeuvre node here, this separation is what I need to get as low as possible. So we're currently at 0.2 kilometers, and it's a 1 second burn. Right, walk towards there. Then, with a bit of luck, I can do my Stubbler's stupid rendezvous tactics, pick them up and make them fuck off home. If you know how to play Kerbal before, this is my self-taught method of rendezvous, and if this is not how you do it, and there's probably a rendezvous button somewhere that makes all this a lot easier, then I can't use it until I work it out myself. Right. Just going very slow with this. So now my separation is 0.1 kilometers. 23.1 milliseconds of relative speed as well. Good. This is a bit tricky to do with nuclear engines, I acknowledge, which is why we don't necessarily have to worry about that right now. Tell you what, let me stop time warping. I'm going to switch to Surthang's teeny tiny dinghy rocket ship. I'm going to use their fuel to do the rest of the manoeuvre. I'm surprised Stubbler got away with streaming kitten twats. Streaming kitten's twat all over the internet. You realise that's 50 miles per hour, right? Yeah, I know, but in terms of this game, usually it's like 200 metres per second of relative speed I have to burn off. But 23 metres per second is kind of good for me. Right, this thing is cumbersome, ugly, horrible mess. But it has a bit of fuel in it, so Satan and Mazak are going to pull off some stunts. This is back when I was doing that heat shield test. When I didn't know... Oh, no, I've got a nuclear engine on this. Huh. Well, I might as well use their fuel, right? Because they don't need it anymore. So if I set the coffee pod as my target, here is where we need to get to, so we'll warp around. rewatched Rocky Horror at Halloween, and now I can't hear you saying Time Warp without us singing. Again? I can only apologise. Can you imagine how sympathetic I am to your plight, Coel? Now, where are the bastards? Should be planet side somewhere. Maybe a bit too far away to see them at this point. Let me walk to here. And they should appear somewhere planet side. Oh, there they are. Look. Whoa, shit! Stop, stop, stop! Fucking hell, I'm really close. Turn around! Shit. Right, burn off that relative speed. Fucking hell, I could get him out at this point. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn RCS off, it's a waste of fucking fuel. If I can get this to 0, I'm doing it from here, balls to it. Now that was successful. Right. We are decommissioning the Southend ship line, and let's just get straight on with it. Sexy. That was good, right? For me, that was staggering. Right, since we left Kerbin's system, this has been a really, really fuel efficient and spawny way of doing this rendezvous. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've used all of the tricks in the book to do it the laziest way possible or the most efficient way possible that I can think of, by using like air braking and waiting for the rendezvous moment and that kind of thing. And there's a bit of panic right there, but this wasn't bad. And now we are going to unlock 2 Kerbals to use on future missions, because Satan and Mazak have obviously been trapped here all this time and we didn't even know it. Satan is safely on board. Let's put Satan in the fucking decompression area in the back there. Then let's switch to Mazak. Sexy like your voice after a pack of ciggies. Oh, I could kill for one. Do you know the post-coital cigarette, right? That's been a thing as long as films and TV and stuff's been alive. Or it's been like a trope, should I say. I get that after streaming as well. It's perfection. It's truly the best part of life, right? After streaming, sometimes all I want to do is just go outside and have a cig. Did you used to do it after streaming too? Wow. The back part of the reverse re-entry air brake event. Yeah, true. I guess I'm not actually just landing, am I? Now, the goal of the mission today was self-destruct the vessels in orbit of Duna. That is done. Send rescue mission to Duna. Rescue Mazak and Satan. Done. Bring them home. Lovely. Right. Good shit. Cheeky, you have rescued exactly who you needed to. I say you have. Fisty has. Put us on board your ship. The coffee pod. What a successful fucking mission this has been so far. Now, I haven't smoked in 3 years and recently got curious to see how it would taste. I straight up puked. I'm so happy. It never leaves you though, that curiosity, does it? It's brutal. How do you like remove targets? What if I was to just target? Oh, there we go. Now, as per tell you what, let me just stretch out my periapsis a little bit. Now we've picked the lads up. The problem is getting the fuckers to orbit. That's the issue. Because there's a lot of dead Kerbals down there. Let me stretch out my periapsis a bit. I want as much space as possible to see if I can work this solution out. So my apoapsis is 316. Let's see if I can get my periapsis up to that level as well. I had some after the wedding because I was absolutely pissed and felt terrible the next day, absolutely. Dark Iron Ale mug thing. Sure, Koala will let you know. She knows what you need. Koala, Mikey's asking what you need from BRD. I don't know what the item is, Mikey. I just know how to get... I was just talking about the effort of getting to the bar. There you go. I mean, there was There you go, Koala. I mean, there was more to it than being drunk, but yeah, I smoked again recently and regretted the fuck out of it. Mina, welcome back. Mina, it's going well. I've flown over and I picked up Mazak, and Cheeky's actually, turns out, a very good Kerbal. Satan, welcome to the stream, Satan. It turns out that your Kerbal was sat on board a ship with Mazak that I thought was derelict, and I went to blow it up, and I was about to click yes to self-destruct it, until I thought, I best just check if there's some Kerbals on it. And you and Mazak were sat there, so you are being rescued as we speak. Nothing like a ciggy the day after when you wake up next to something you need to chew your arm off to escape from, but you do successfully. Yeah, true. Stood on the train station trying to piece together the last 24 hours. Yes, I don't yet have a Satan 6, it's true. Yeah, but it's not just any Siggy deviator, it's the fucking... Let's rollies. Can't do packet Sigs. I desperately want to call them the other word, but I think for the sake of confusion I better not say it on Twitch, right? But yeah, packet Sigs. I can't do it. Right. I want to... Yeah, exactly, kitten. I know it's probably 100% safe to, but I don't want the confusion and then to have to start the content. You know what I mean? I think I've said it quite happily on Twitch in the past, but the level that the words got to, it's probably yeah. I don't want to have to sit and explain British subculture to a Twitch admin staff while banned. That would be bad. I'll cancel you again if you say it. God damn it, Quail, get off my back. And let me have a cigarette in peace. Yeah, can you imagine sat there banned trying to fucking explain? Sideways at the bar? What's that? Kitten? Oh, I hit you sideways at the bar. I was like, you called me what now? Town's cousin asked you if you want it. I see. Right, I have no idea if this is right, but I feel like the same window is probably for Duna than it is to get there than it is to get back. So we're going for the 1 o'clock window as always. And then I need to go backwards, don't I? This is the shit that I practiced at the start of today's stream. So if I sort out my escape to be... Pretty sure most Brits would be doing that on purpose if they knew you were American. So I need to escape this way, don't I? And if I... No, which way am I going this way? So if I was to... Give me that. Let's move the maneuver over to here. Then let's stretch it out. I'm a bit too high, that's the only issue, but we can fix that on the way out. Fix it, right? Yeah, there we go. So if I think what I need to do is sort of shoot myself that way. But if I can get the line to match up, then where does that put me in relation to getting back to Kerbin? So I'll save it here. Excuse that flashing, I don't know what that is. Not flashing on the screen, I won't worry about. But then if I set Kerbin as my target, there, look. Can I not meet that earlier? Oh, cockballs! I did not mean to do that. Stop. Where was that? Fuck. So if we bring that in, and then is it a case of... No, it'll be this way, right? It's surely like loads and loads. That's a 5-minute burn. That's not right. Like, I'm wondering if I set off backwards, whether or not I can catch Kerbin like here somewhere. It's not an inclination thing, is it? No. It made you giggle because he's very much gay. Which I guess increased the confusion because you didn't then think, is he just being incredibly offensive? You thought, is he actually offering some sort of service that I'm not quite sure about? That is a fucking fat burn. I don't like that. So maybe this doesn't work how I thought it worked. My biggest enemy at the moment is getting... Oh, there we go. Fuck off, don't make me... Okay, good. So if I stretch that round, and pull it in, then stretch it round, and pull it in, then stretch it round, and pull it in, then stretch it round. Razor, welcome to the stream. We beat it, Razor. Obviously we can't talk about it, because there's people that are still playing it, but holy shit, did you watch the last stream? Perry, welcome to the stream. Oh, welcome back, should I say. Started Metro Last Light last night. It's good, isn't it? You're all caught up. Oh, so glad that we did what we did at the end. So glad. Right, I think I might actually be able to get this to work. And then we can start doing the sweaty tactic of trying to get back with a fucking huge amount of fuel. I'm happy with this. Right, I'm going to save it there. I'm glad you did the thing with the thing too. Wish there was more of that. Absolutely, Mina, yeah. I think that's what Razor... Yeah, I'm going to say that's what Razor's problem is. He has to live vicariously through idiots on the internet. Oh, did I get it then? I've got it. 7-minute burn? Are you shitting me? Excuse me? Who doesn't want some gay stuff on their wedding day? Absolutely. Alright, 41 minutes. Can I pull off this burn without slamming into the... Nope. Shit. Everything in this game I'm alright with now, apart from this awful fucking... I have a feeling... What if I just burn out, like, really far? What if we go beyond that point? That will drag it in, right? Technically? That's what brought me to you, and I'm glad it did. Hang on, let me just... See if I could catch Kerbin around here somewhere. I'd be very happy. But I think that's a bit too much to ask, right? Yeah, shit. Portal Bridge Builder. Never heard of that game, Mikey. See, to get the... Oh, man, I'm so confused. Let me send you a picture of my controller. Did I read something about you installing OBS? Everybody follow Kit and Caboodles. Just walk directly into Moyai on someone's Animal Crossing island. Really? I think it's time to go to bed, Koala. Good night. Right, can I sort this out without slamming into Duna? Don't follow Kitten, it's a trap. I mean, I don't know you that well. What? Am I slamming into Duna? Am I slamming into Duna? No, I'm not. Woo. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. Yeah. Right. Forgive me, I know that this is the boring Stubbler plays with circles section of Kerbal streams. But at 129,000 kilometre approach, I might be able to pull this off. So what I'm going to do... What's the length of the burn? 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Fuck this game, honestly. But let's do it, because we've got fuel for weeks. Alright, we're going to time warp up, and then we're going to execute this burn. And then Satan, Cheeky, Mazak, and Fisty are all going to return home safely. Then you'll all... No, then Cheeky gets a successful mission point for this staggering rescue mission. Need to get a Moyai statue and put it next to your bed. Get one of the real life ones from Easter Island, Koala. It'll fit in your bedroom, right? 22 minutes. So, what's half of 5 minutes? 2:30, 2:40, 50-ish. Let's go 2:50. I have got the feel that I love these nuclear engines because they're so efficient, but Jesus Christ, they're slow. Fancy cheeky getting a successful mission. I've just fucked that up enormously. Bollocks to it, we're doing it anyway. Name at the manoeuvre. I really fucked that up, never mind. Right, let's time warp up, get the burn done nice and swift. Got him, kid, got him. My periapsis is 156 kilometres above the surface, so we shouldn't have any Stubbler's trademark aero braking going on, which would be lovely. Don't know if you get it up the stairs though. Fucked up this burn a little bit. But again, because the nuclear engines are so goddamn efficient, it means that we're what's the word? We've got some room for error, which in the Doomhaus is vital. If I can get a one-shot... if I can beat Outer Wilds on Wednesday, get a one-shot Black Mesa stream on Thursday, and a Kerbal stream where I've successfully travelled into Planetary 3 times and not got anybody killed, I think we've turned it around after last Friday's Kerbal stream, right? Mazak and Satan haven't been this happy in 10 years. Literally 10 years. Banished, as Mina would have it put. Hang on, that's bad. No, it's not bad. We're alright. We're fine. Fucking relax. I've spoke too soon, haven't I? I've spoken confidence. Although I think I can get it with a tight berm up here somewhere. Beautiful. Did I make it back to Kerbin? I have rescued Satan and Mazak, mind right, and we're off to go and do it now. If I can time warp out without stuffing into Duna, which would make me very happy. Can I stop the time warp now? Then ramp it up like crazy. Yeah. Alright, I'm ramping up the time warp. What we need is this ship to get to this manoeuvre node, and then I'm going to tickle it a little bit until we can get our Kerbin Duna, whatever. Not banned. Like I said before, Mina, the thing is to be banished, your people have to have actively remembered you exist. And unfortunately, for Satan and Mazak, I mean, I'm not in charge of this fucking space agency. It's all your names written all over it, not mine. You're the real villains in this story. I'm just sat here. Right, so how long... So it's 3 hours away from that manoeuvre node. Maybe I can fucking scoot forward even a tiny bit more. And then we're going to have a bit of a fiery landing, I believe. So point at the manoeuvre node. I'm going to do this. I'm miles out, but I should be able to pull this off. We're aiming right. We've got a 1.5... 1 minute 15 second burn. I'm getting hungry now. It's a prison. They must have fallen out with some committee members. Community or committee. They've fallen out and been banished. So if I stop burning... this is going... Do you know what? This is going quite well. Deviator, how's your memory? Can you remember what height I came into Kerbin at before? Was it 25k? Or was it 30? I think it was 25 for both, right? When I came into Kerbin earlier in the stream with the stupid sweaty tactic of air braking my way in. I think it was 25k, but I can't remember. Anyway, let's bring our path up a little bit. I can't help you. I was just asking if you remembered something from earlier in the stream, but you know what, you're right. Let's put it at... If I now go... Is it radial in? Is it radial in? I'm starting to understand this a bit more. That's the wrong one. That's radial out. So it is radial. No, wait. I think it was 30, right, from earlier? Yeah. So what about 37? And then I go 24. See, I'm willing to take more of a risk on this mission specifically because it's full of greens as well as oranges. Therefore, balls deep, right? But what I aren't going to do is get rid of the fuel so quickly. Actually, technically, Fisty isn't actually a green. She's on this mission, but she's not on this mission because I just needed a pilot, so we took the closest pilot that wasn't here, and that was Fisty. Or one of the pilots that hadn't got any successful missions yet. And very much in the same way that Sam is our emergency engineer. So Fisty technically isn't on this mission because she can't get points and she can't die, whereas Cheeky, who's the only person that can get successful mission points from this, is orange. Therefore, let's not blow this up because we need Cheeky to get points. Right, we're coming in now. I see it's changed. I'm so glad that I didn't get rid of that fuel. Alright, let's turn to radial out. Oh, we're already at radial out, okay. Then burn a little bit. And then I want my periapsis, which is the lowest point when we come in, to be about 30k. 38. Bring it in a tiny bit. I think it's a lot safer to come to land on planets than I'm making it out to be. To land on Kerbal. I feel like it's my signature at this, but let me bring in these. I'll bring in this first.
My wife left me because of my weird sexual fetishes. I told her to slam my cock in the door on her way out.
Why did the music finish then so we could hear that a bit clearer? I feel like that's a design flaw there. Trim. Right, that engine is not going to clutter up space. That should just fall nicely to Kerbin. Are you... What? How has that changed so much?
I'm not sure if Trim's telling a joke or that Trimit has finally left him.
Trim, welcome to the stream. How has that just changed so much? And I've just got rid of the fucking fuel for it. Am I still pointing at radial out? Do you know what? Cheeky, it's your mission. You're going to take a bit of a risk here. Santa, thank you for the bits. Trim, thank you for the bits. We can only pray, right? She's on her way up to Scotland as we speak. Right, Cheeky has literally got out to push, by the way, if you're wondering what's going on here. And I'm hoping if we point radial, if we're still pointing at radial in, I can maybe adjust my periapsis to be a bit less fucking shallow. Wait, where is it? It's just under that little fucking nubbin, right? So if I keep pushing, is this affecting it at all? It is. Is it? Yeah, it is, but I need to be pointing the other direction. Or do I? I don't want to lose this mission because of that, because I have no idea what caused that. I need to push it faster. Am I slowing it down? Push it faster because I'm slowing it down. I'll tell you what, I've got RCS, haven't I? I've got monopropellant. That's maybe an easier way of doing this without getting out and pushing. Right, get on board. Now, do I have actually any... Yeah, I do. Okay. Now, with RCS on, docking mode on, can I... Okay, so if I turn the opposite way... Right, I did have it the wrong way. So if I'm currently at radial in and I want radial out. This is stupid. Trim slammed his penis in the car door. Pass it on. Actually, everybody do pass that on if you can. Welcome to the stream, Trim. Thank you for the little poem on the way in. Right, what am I like for monopropellant? Oh, fucking hell, I've got monopropellant for days. This is the stupidest way of saving this mission. I think I might already be safe, but do we want to be safe or do we want to be fiery? So what I did, if you're wondering, is I completely got rid of all my fuel because I was being cocky and ended up having only these little puffer jet things to try and fix what is a mystery. Look at all my fuel is over there, look, floating away into the dark nothingness of space. Where's Kerbal? There. Alright, that's better, that's better. Shall I use all of my monopropellant? I just need this to get to about 20k. That's not the tightest entry angle, is it? We're alright. Thank God for the monopropellant, right? Okay, now I need to then warp up to here and we're just going to have to watch this. We're coming in on the dark side of the planet as well because this game doesn't like us apparently. Turn RCS off. Start to reverse in with the old heat shield. And then now we're going to have a successful mission in today's stream. Can you imagine? Time warp has stopped. We have left space. How long has this mission taken? About 90 minutes? Which is not bad for me. Gone to Duna, picked somebody up and come back in 90 minutes.
My wife left me because of my sexual fetishes.
There you go, that's more like the truth, Santa, sorry. I think we can claim that we've now got the information you was speculating on. Have I lost something? What am I losing? Oh, no, we've killed someone, people are dying. What is happening? Did somebody just die? What the fuck happened there? The fact this heat shield is still here. Have I just killed somebody? Who died? Satan. Ah, fuck. It had to be the orange that died as well, didn't it? God damn it. Was it because I was too shallow? I tell you what, it's a good job this fucking heat shield stayed on. Because if this heat shield hadn't stayed on, then these I don't understand that. How did the heat shield not blow up? I mean, it's not on, is it? It's. I'm just sort of pushing it into. No, it's not attached tag select. But what I mean is, that is so lucky. So what happened was the main science, the main crew cab that Satan was sat in blew up. And the heat shield just went. The heat shield fell off and then pushed against the back of this. If that odd bit of physics hadn't happened there, these lot would be dead. Wow, that was close. The heat shield crushed the other can, yeah. Bollocks. I mean, it's still a successful mission because Cheeky's mission plan was to go and rescue people, right? But he didn't rescue both. Then again, I didn't say he only had to rescue one. I said he had to go and rescue Mazak and Satan, and he hasn't done it. Therefore, he hasn't completed the mission, and he doesn't deserve a successful mission point. Shit. Impressive the physics even works so realistic. I don't know if that was realistic, though, because if that thing blew up, it wouldn't just go and disappear, would it? It'd send shit everywhere. Yeah, and the fucking Mazak, the green, makes it. Bollocks. Why did you put the green in? I know tags like my goal was to put Mazak in the fucking main cab as well. In the bottom bit, sorry. It was going to be like the decompression chamber, but I forgot to do it once I did it to Satan. Shit. Let's pretend you didn't throw Mazak out. There you go, look, the chute's popped and the fucking heat shield has fallen. So here's the question. I guess it was because I was too shallow, right? Therefore, I was overheating. I was coming in too fast and overheating too much. Oh, I'm so salty about that. God damn it. Alright. We've unlocked Cheeky. We've brought Mazak back at least, but at least Satan's... Can I say something rude? At least Satan's not dead not on Duna right now. Dead is better than on Duna. I can't rescue dead people. Mina, I'm gonna need an enormous murder-suicide on the cheese catcher on Duna. If Mina can kill everybody and then walk into the sea, then that will mean that there is one less rescue mission to do. It's for the best. The green's always better in the cone shit. Fuck! Satan could still be enjoying growing his big beard. I'm assuming that the part that Satan was on is gone, because I tried to switch to it. It said there are no things to switch to. It didn't just fall off, did it? That thing was destroyed. Now, what percentage of that disaster was down to me boasting about having a successful stream? Fuck. Cheeky rescued Mazak, but he didn't rescue both. Therefore... it's not a successful mission, is it? Ah! I hate Duna. But it wasn't Duna that killed Kerbals today. Was it? It was fucking Kerbin. We go to war with Duna and it turns out Kerbin presents itself as the biggest enemy. God fucking damn it. Right, ladies and gentlemen. We still have 35 minutes left. Now, bring them home. Oof. Next, I need to send a rescue mission to Duna to collect either Scotty or Easy Green, which means we need a lander. Can we all just have one moment of silence for Satan? And let's go. So how did I die? Cheeky, you didn't. It was close. We've just got back now. Your mission, you went, you picked up Mazak, you picked up Satan, you got back to Kerbin with fuckloads of fuel left. You pulled off some amazing gravity-assisted, atmosphere-assisted braking, and then you did a perfect rendezvous and all that. And then on your way back into Kerbin, for some reason the module exploded. You should have died. It killed Satan, but the rest of you managed to survive as the heat shield. It should have flown away, but it didn't. It managed to stay attached somehow, and it wobbled in. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Are you sure it wasn't your engineering? Possibly. More than likely. But I should have been able to save that. Fuck. So as a result, Cheeky, everybody but Satan died. Right, where's my twat? We're off again. How was it Cheeky's fault? The ground station told him when to get rid of his fuel tank. I'm not saying it was Cheeky's fault. I'm saying... Cheeky wasn't even driving, it was Fisty's fault. There you go, how's that? Right, let me find E.G.'s Willy, who's the current one with the lander on it. We are taking a lander to Duna. All I have to do is put somebody on it. No, this is the one that's got all them fuel tanks. We don't want this setup, do we? What did I just do there? There we go, okay. I'm going to take that off. Take that off. I was messing about with too many fuel tanks, wasn't we, last week? Then I need to put on the nuclear engine. Put that on there. Now, we have a bit more weight, so this is going to be a bit more difficult to sort out. But I need to land this anywhere on Duna and I'll be laughing. If I can do this quickly, roger that. I need a pilot, I need an engineer, and I need anything else. If you are stuck on Duna, you can't join in. If you are Cheeky or Mazak, you can't join in. But literally everybody else, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. I need a pilot, an engineer, and anything else. I'm going to take 3. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The number was 60. Chaz was the last I saw on 3. That's the last one I can take. Cats, Koala, and Mikey. Oh yeah. So it's Koala first, then Cats. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Koala, you are the engineer for this mission. I believe you're an engineer, right? Koala, you are the engineer. Good shit. Then it's Cats, right? If Cats is a pilot. Wait, where's Cats? Cats, you're on Duna, I think. Statplus, welcome to the stream. Balls, my hat crashed. Shit. You might still get on. Statplus, good afternoon. Yeah, Cats is on Duna. Therefore, Mikey's the anything else. He's a scientist, and I just need a pilot. Do we send Robot Fisty up again? Let's do it. Sam was carrying us for a while, but Robot Fisty's going to be carrying now. Or is there another... Sorry. One of these other people might be, right? Deviator, are you a pilot? Deviator's a scientist. Alcarion's on Duna. Chaz is on Duna. If it helps, I said 60. No, you said 49. I think you're a scientist anyway, right, Stepus? Yeah. Roger that. I admire your honesty, Stepus. Yeah, you're a scientist and I need a pilot. Mikey was close. Was Mikey closer to 60? What was Mikey's guess? 41. Oh, so he was one ahead. So Mikey is the other. Right, unfortunately, I need a pilot. I think we take Pilot Fisty up. Robot Fisty. So that means Koala. It's time to name the ship. Yeah, I need to take one of every role, you see. So with Mikey being one closer, it means he was the scientist. You can tell I'm happy to be back. He stole the support vehicle again for drifting. You look at Cheeky down here. Do these ones drift in the thing? I don't think they do. I think you did, Koala, yeah. In fact, I'm almost entirely sure you did. I think it was an aeroplane, if I recall. I think you died on board it on the best of, if you remember. Koala Senior had a terrible landing on the way back from Tonga. The smaller lucky penguin, roger that. The smaller lucky penguin. Penguin, affirmative. Fisty, Robot Fisty is piloting this. Koala is the engineer and owner of the mission. Mikey B is tagging along as well. The goal for this mission is to deliver the lander to Duna. You just have to deliver the lander to Duna, right? And it has to be in one piece. It has to land in one piece. That's the mission. Let me write that down. It is. This mission is deliver the lander to Duna intact. Roger. Right, if I can get out there really quickly. Fucking hell, it's nearly time for marbles and stuff. Koala, you good? Let's go. Can we get a bit more powerful one with better tyres so I can do donuts around the hull? Don't crash into them decontamination units, Cheeky. There's the virus around, don't forget. Covid-21 is still a major issue. We don't want you smashing up all our fucking machinery. So many, I know, right, Easy Green, but that's what we're here to fix. We had a bad stream last week and it caused a lot of chaos. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fix this because we have 5 things left to do on this playthrough. We're going to do them now. Right, if I look from Koala's eyes, she can see on her mission. Mikey B in the distance. Robot Fisty ready to start. Confidence levels, Koala. How are you feeling? Actually, I need to sort the map out, don't I? Let me make sure we get the right Takeoff point. I need... Oh, God, I've got to sit here for a year yet. You already pushed him in the sea. Doesn't Cheeky also have the... He does, yeah, but we... if we can get this vaccine made from the ice cap... From the ice from the poles of Duna... That's what we need to do, right? That's the last 5 things we need to do. We need to... I think that they're on the list. We need to get a sample of the ice from Duna North Pole, a sample of the ice from Duna South. Sorry, my finger cracked there. We need to bring Jamwedge home, who's currently stuck, because he's got the only clean blood sample. Then with all the ingredients we've spent the last fucking 6 months farming, we will then synthesize the vaccine, and we are going to build something in orbit to disperse it around, and then we have saved it. And then, as a little treat to everybody, and I say this, and I mean this, we are going to decommission the entire Doomhaus Space Agency. For the good of the fucking... For the good of Kerbin, we are the problem. Oh, I'll tell you one other thing we need to do as well. We need to have a trial to work out whether Eric, Scotty, Mina, or Alkarion is responsible for the outbreak in the first place. And then we are building a prison on Minmus where they will live out the rest of their lives eating Minmus. A penguin ship would be good for the ice, just saying. This is true. Did I promise somebody a snowman at one point as well? No, I'm the crash test dummy. You're the crash test dummy with Poovid. The crew on the North Pole has to be the ones that makes you, said Snowman Mina. Right, if you're wondering what I'm doing, by the way, I'm just waiting until we are about this to the right moment. I'll have to start streaming Kerbal in Discord when you finish. Do it. Has anybody mentioned golf? Not yet. Golf is this evening, boys and girls, in 3 hours and 15 minutes for those who are going to chop some golf. It's been big bum popular. Oh shit, I've gone too far. Is that right? Yep, let's just run with it. If somebody would be willing to host, I would appreciate it as always. What have you been playing after golf lately? Has it been back to cards and stuff, or has it been Scribble and Gartic fun? Good shit tags like right. Golf is in a few hours, ladies and gentlemen. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Green versus orange golf with your friends. If I need to turn RCS off, then we're going to go. Koala, your mission goes in 3, 2, 1. You've been playing Scribbly on that. Oh yeah, there's a new Among Us update. I was hearing Koala and Augur mention yesterday. It adds a huge game type, right? But that's where it's been in the last few. Oh yeah, you've been doing quizzes, right? I think I liked that flight profile from before, but maybe I don't do that backflip. That was cheeky, sort of. Do you know what I mean? That's like his style manoeuvre. Tiny Green might be showing up for golf. Roger that. I'm so hungry. What we need is the oranges to completely smash marbles and stream races. And then we can all enjoy our Friday, right? Right, tilting it over to about 90 degrees-ish. Not docking mode, Stubbler, Jesus. Maybe tilted a bit too early, but we're alright. We've got the lander can right. Everything should be tested. That's a mess, but we do the lander part manually, right? We've got 6 minutes left, so let's do as much of this mission as we can. We are really running out of pilots. I think it's because all our pilots are stranded on Duna, right? Isn't Mina, aren't you a pilot? You're stuck. Chaz is a pilot for sure. Scotty's a pilot for sure. All stuck. Right. Decouple this, and then fire that lower engine. And just tickle away. Good. Then we'll burn. Good. Just don't want to crash into the spare tanks. Now, I want my apoapsis to be at 70 kilometers so that we're nice and high. In fact, I'll get it to a bit higher. Because I like the idea of keeping as much fuel in this lower stage as possible, because it was helping us with our... I was going to say FOTD then, but that's Fort of the Damned, isn't it? I mean, FOTD is in fuck off to Duna. Cheeky, that emote is so good. I think Chico might have been the most emotive dog in history. Look at Cheeky's emote, by the way. Fuck, so good. Also, that juice does sound good. Has it changed the game type completely, Koala? I forgot to name the ship. I forgot until I named the ship that there's another LP gang update now in Discord. Wait, what? Cellist, welcome to the stream. I think I'm alright for... I'm going to get up to about 95. Timmy, welcome to the stream. I'm loving the San Andreas Definitive Edition. Good shit. Good shit. I've downloaded it as well, Timmy. I've realised there's a full achievement deck on a new set of achievements, so I might actually end up going for it. As much as I want to agree with that, I think it's just how all boxers are. It's just such a good face. It's a good use of emotes as well. Yeah, it's good shit, right, Timmy? I might be joining that. I'm just the same as you. I'm going to go for a big... I think I might go for all achievements. It's been ages since I've done it. It is, right? The faces look a bit strange and it's full of bugs, but... eventually. They've added rolls now. Weird. But Cellist, welcome to the stream as well. Good afternoon. Timmy, good morning. Ricky. Did you have one called Ricky too, Cheeky? I didn't know that. Right. In 13 seconds I need to make the burn. If we can get into orbit, fuck off out of the fucking atmosphere, live happily ever after. I'll be good. Full of bugs, so every Rockstar game then, yeah, exactly. I mean, I've seen people dogpiling on it, and it does deserve it, but I don't think it's utter worthless trash and there was no point in bringing it out. But it is problematic, right? But still, that's bugs and stuff for a week. They only last a week, right? And most of them do. Got to have faith in Rockstar to fix it. But yeah, I'm happy to have an excuse to play San Andreas again. And the fact that it's got a whole new deck of achievements on the and trophies compared to the 360 version. I'll do it. Let's burn. And I should be able to just sort out an orbit. Nice. Wait, what you got, Koala? What the fuck? Koala, are they like tribbles, I think, if you have that reference. Surely a teenager has all the 60s Star Trek references. I do not get that reference. I was going to say, it's not really an age thing, is it? Because there's no real reason why the rest of us should have that reference, but still. Although I do think that... I think that people pre, I guess, Gen Z, or Z, should say, have more knowledge of older stuff because there wasn't as much media to consume for us, was there, right? Therefore, we watched everything that was available on TV. Whereas, how many kids watch repeats of TV shows nowadays? You know what I mean? Because there's unlimited shit to watch, right? You're not just sat watching telly for the sake of watching telly, like. Therefore, I think it's legitimate to not have references like that, despite the fact that we all had them. They are the fluffy things, Koala. There, you got the reference. Ricky was your second boxer that you and your girlfriend had at the time. I absolutely hated him, but a bit of a problem child. I used to be quite harsh to him because he was disobeying all the time, so he took me as pack leader and melted my... Fuck. I mean, you have to do that sometimes, especially with male dogs. Isn't that the trick? You have to be sort of firm so that they know who you are and at what position they exist in the household as. I don't mean firm as in abusive, but you have to kind of make yourself... No shit, did I just almost get her? get this. Let me get this. I'm going to stretch over a tiny bit. Bear with me. It's testing us quite a bit. So your girlfriend was a bit of a softie. Oh, I see. Your girlfriend was a bit of a softie towards him. Yeah, you have to be a bit like that, don't you? Key work. Shit. It's shit. What, you're a key worker? The special edition now, only available in America versions. You cost a damn fortune. Did you just import penguins from America, Koala? If there's anybody I know that would do that. Right, 25 seconds. I need to commit this burn. Boys and girls, let me just finish this burn and then we shall do marbles and stream races. I need to get this perfect. And I can do it all on this stage. Bullshit. And am I going to stuff this into... I am. He did have to get a friend to ship to their house and then they shipped it to you. It was worth it. That's... Do you know what, Koala? That is very fucking sweaty. Well done. Hang on a minute, ladies and gents. I say, stream races and marbles and everything will be as at the time it always is. Or sorry, it might not be at the time it is, but it will be very soon, I promise. We are working towards it. There is no stream extension. One is a soother and the other one is a rattle. Wait, so he can't escape at night because you'll hear him go. Or her. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep burning a little bit. I'm so happy. Oh, fuck. Satan might have died, but this stream has ended slightly on a high. That was so efficient, though. Did you see that? I think I'm dialing in now to get to Duna and back. I'm going to Duna with this big fucking tank, which means I'll be able to circularize my burn without... No, we need to air brake, don't we? It's my new sweaty tactic. Look at that. If that's not today's thumbnail, I don't know what should be. Right, boys and girls, that is where the Kerbal stream ends. I was saying this after the last stream. I don't know if I just saved. If I'm saving twice, forgive me. I don't know if you saw, but at the end of the last stream, it feels like, because the last one was a catastrophe, it feels like you roll the dice. You roll 1 to 100 with every Kerbal stream, and if you roll under 20, it's the bad one. Like 1 in 5 has a chance of being the bad Kerbal stream where everything goes wrong. But it seems like we didn't roll under 20 today. However, it's Friday. All the streams are finished. There is only 2 things left to do. See if the greens or oranges win stream races. But first, we need a person of the century of the weekend. That's the reason why years later when I got him as my own as well, he would not obey other men at all. So I was the only one she would trust with him. That's pretty cool. You put yourself in the position you need to be in as an owner, right? Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time to pick a person of the century. There he is, Ricky, what a chopper. He's ripping up cardboard boxes, so he's the perfect pet. Right, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to be person of the century the weekend, the scores are currently 235 to 157. We need a good, strong orange presence in marbles today. So if you would like to be one of said oranges, you need to simply say the word, and the word is Satan, to pay respects to our fallen hero, who died in one of the weirdest ways that I've ever seen in Kerbal. Right, quiet Kerbal stream, therefore we are, I think, 15 marbles for today. We have Koala for the greens, we have Kitten for the oranges, we have, I've underestimated this, Mikey B for the greens, we've got Razor for the oranges, Tag Slack for the oranges, Mikey B for the green. Have I put Mikey B in twice? Trim for the greens, Chaz for the greens, Alkirion for the oranges, Easy Green for the greens, Cats for the greens, if I could spell his fucking name correctly, Mina for the oranges, Statpus for the greens, Cellist for the greens. Santa for the greens. Mindrite for the oranges. Oh shit, where's everybody coming from? Tiny Green, welcome to the stream for the greens. Deviator for the oranges. No, for the greens. Satan, rest in peace, for the oranges. Trimette, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. For the greens. And Cheeky for the oranges. 20 marbles into the race, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye out for your name because I might have missed it. We've got Koala, Kitten, Mikey, Razor, Tagslack, Trim, Chaz, Alkarion, Easy Green, Cats, Mina, Statplus, Cellist, Santa, Mindrite, Tiny Green, Deviator, Satan, Trimette, and Cheeky. Don't swear like that. First person to pick a number between 1 and 10 picks the level. Go. I would say just let the oranges join the race, but watch us still not get a win until that's possible. Currently playing Mario Kart against my younger cousins. I can't win these races. Maybe I'll win marbles. Let's see. Razor is the first on my screen with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets us to on the felt. 21 marbles enter the race as Lundios sneaks in. Lundios, good afternoon. For the greens is in. 21. Just to ruin Santa's afternoon. Love to see it. 3, 2, 1. You can target specific marbles by doing F on the keyboard. What? We begin, boys and girls. Person of the century of the weekend and a point for your team's total and personal total is on the line right now. Victor DNF says Mindrite. Mikey B takes an early lead. Can he maintain? Mikey B gets shot straight back in the spinner, which leaves Statpus in the lead. Statpus currently on unbelievable form, winning 2 points in 2 weeks or something like that. Can Statpus hold on to yet another victory? Lundios on the far side for the greens. Cellist for the greens. This is looking very green as we speak. I've turned Statpus's name off. There we go. Can Statpus get a good run through the spinner? Ooh, Cellist, Lundios, everybody get knocked back. Koala out of nowhere for the greens. Mindrite has some unbelievable pace for the oranges, as does Mina on the far side. Koala is just holding on to the lead for the greens as we speak, and she hits some trouble. 2 oranges out of nowhere take the lead from Koala and Statpus. Razor is here for the oranges as well. Cheeky here for the oranges as well. Who gets out of the elevator first? It's Mina second, Mindrite first, but Mindrite has started going backwards, leaving Mina to get a good long lead. Can Mina hold it down? This music's a bit loud, but I'm all for it. It's hyping me up. Razor in second place for the oranges. Deviator is now, I think, the most advanced green, but Mindrite gets his lead back after Mina has some trouble on the bobbly bits. But there is a spinner in their future. Can either of them get through clean? Mina with a perfect run through. Mindrite does just have trouble. Cheeky tries some stunts, but Lundios fails as well. Mina gets straight through the dingle dangler, and do we have an orange person of the century of the... Tiny Green for the greens out of nowhere snaps the fucking person of the century of the day right from under Mina's fucking nose. And she wears the crown for the weekend. Tiny Green expertly overtaken at the death. What a steal. Green 236 to orange 157. Just as I was about to start fucking celebrating. Right, the crown goes from the green head of Augur and is placed firmly on the head of one Tiny Green. If I can find Tiny Green on the list, bear with me, and then we will start stream races and go. Where's Tiny Green on this list? Can't read. I'll find her later. Right, boys and girls. A well-deserved point for such an obnoxious move. Is that Tiny Green's third point? I think it might have been. Fuck. Right, Tiny Green, well played. I shall give you your crown if I can find your name ever in Discord, but for now, I'm going to press this button and this button, and we're going to do the last act of the Doomhaus week before we go off and enjoy our weekends. If you've never played stream races before, all you have to do is type race, but when I tell you and not before. Tagslack is trying to bait you into... Don't listen to Tagslack, he's a bad person. Right, all you have to do is type race, and then it's best of 3. If the greens win 2, the greens win the point. If the oranges win 2, the oranges win the point. Tiny Green, your crown is on your head. I always forget the misses in front of it. Right, type race now, and you're in. We have Alkarion in, Deviator in, tags like Lundios, Mikey, Satan, Kitten, Stat Plus, Cats, Easy Green, Cellist, Cheeky, Trimet, Koala, Mina, all in. We begin. Santa is in. That's a lot of greens, by the way. Exclamation mark boost gives you a small boost. Exclamation mark boom gives you a boom. Do with that information as you will, boys and girls. No, exclamation mark boom. Boom's a random person, but you have to have 10 bits to do it. Mind rate is in at the death. 5 seconds for round 1. Come on, oranges, we can do this. I'm glad to have Stream Racers back. I missed it. Right, oranges, out of the traps early. This is the way. The way I film it, by the way, is to look at the car in first and turn the camera around. Lundios with a boost early doors. He's muscling Santa off the track and he takes the lead. Tagslack spins out for the oranges. Trimet and Mikey and Lundios have just completely screwed Santa. Fuck. Lundios is in the lead for the greens.
Exclamation mark boomer.
Lundios goes off the track a little bit, but that might have benefited him if Kitten and Easy Green can't get their landing. Kitten ends up rolling around on top of Easy Green and screws it, but Easy Green does take the lead after Kitten could have had a chance. A boost from Easy Green knocks him clean off the track, which means Lundios is in the lead for the greens. Kitten right behind for the oranges. Alkarion, Satan, Cheeky all there as well. Can Kitten get a better landing? We need Lundios on his roof. Kitten, what are you doing up there? Kitten is still technically in the lead, but she's not getting an overtake. Lundios has ended up spinning backwards. Satan gets the overtake. Alkarion gets the overtake, and the lead switches orange. Lundios is stuck. He's going in the wrong direction. He seems to be confused. Lundios with the OP bullshit. He's fucked it now, Satan, and you've managed to get the overtake. Alkarion is in the race car. Satan is in the car. A boom comes in from Santa. Does that take out Mind Right?
Exclamation mark.
It does, and Satan hitting the wall has been replaced by Alkarion in the lead, but they are both orange, so it's all good. Bit of a spin out right there.
Exclamation mark twat.
Cheeky, thank you for the bits. Santa, thank you for the big bits. F1 Master Race says Lundios. It is true, the F1 car seems to be the meta at the moment. Mikey's been experimenting with that, like, My Summer Car thing. Oh no! Deviator is approaching. Santa's approaching. Alkarion gets his respawn, but Deviator might cause problems here. Deviator hits the tyres and Alkarion's respawn just screws him. Santa is tipped again by a fellow green and Alkarion maintains the lead. Can we do this? Deviator's hit a cone in the background, it would appear. He's not going to get the overtake any point soon. We need the level to end as soon as possible because Alkarion was one hell of a lead right now. Nobody's approaching. Can Alkarion get through this bullshit? That was a tricky run on the tyres. Lundios is approaching at speed and he has a lot of weight, but he hits the wall. Can Alkarion hold strong? Tiny Green's there. Lundios is there. Everybody's there. Alkarion beat the level quickly. Oranges take round 1, and just like that, we are in the lead. We need only win 1 of the next 2 rounds, and the oranges make up for the Tiny Green's steal and even the scores for this Friday. There is another point available in golf in 3 hours, boys and girls, if you'd like to be in the Discord Golf with Your Friends channel with the game ready. Top 3 oranges an orange point, right? Are they top 3 all orange? They are. Alkarion, Satan, Tagslack, absolutely smashing it. Tiny Green, Deviator and Lundios are 4th, 5th and 6th for the greens. I've been searching for that damn head for about an hour now. It turns out it's under Maui. Wait. Moye. Wait. How is it spelled? No? Oh, with a Y, isn't it? What the fuck? Look at Cats holding everything up, by the way. Right, we've got 2 more races left and then we can get on with our weekends. Trimet goes for some big stunts at the end. Look at Cellist. No speed at all. Easy Green scores the goal and Koala just gets in at the death and we enter round 2. You boosted in a hurry. I'll never change the green tractor no matter how much they nerf it, and nor should you. Tagslack's in, Alkarion's in, type race, boys and girls, the next race starts now. I'm pressing start when 10 cars are in. Mikey B's in, Lundios in, Koala, Stat Plus, Cats all in, Tremet's in. Kitten's in, Santa's in. The timer starts. Type race if you'd like to join in. Fenmoy, Ice Stone, East ahead. They went through the catalogue for it. Tiny Green's in, Mina's in, Mindrate's in, Satan's in. 14 cars in the race as we speak. Easy Green's in, Deviator's in, Cheeky's in. 17 cars. They don't want to race. Cellist is in as well. RXCE, right, Cellist? I think you're already in, Tiny Green. We got you. You're there, look. Well, so you just cycle through the entire thing, Koala, to find it. And this is the way. Santa is in the... Look at Santa. It's right about the meta being the F1 car, but it's not in... Look at Lundios out of nowhere. I've never seen, like... There's just so much power in that fucking truck. And I think it seems to be only Lundios' car that behaves like that. Santa did take the lead briefly there. Mikey B's trying to get on his wheels. That might have... Oh, I was about to say that might have been a good landing for Mikey B, but Mindrate in the Safari buggy, whatever this thing is, has taken the lead for the Oranges. This is looking good, I'm going to say it. Mikey, Cat, Santa all behind, looking to get the overtake. Ooh, Mindrate spun out. I maybe spoke too soon. And there's Mikey with the expert cornering. Never mind. Santa takes the lead for the Greens, however. Alkarion, can you do the double? I'd love to see it. Mindrate in third place. Come on, Alkarion. It's night time in stream races. That's how long we've been doing it for, Statpus. Can Santa hold on to this lead? Alkarion in second place with the F1 car. Mikey's steering's all over the place. Mindrate has spun out. It's all on you, Alkarion. Can you stay just ahead of Santa? Alkarion's getting better racing lines. He might just manage to catch up if he can just do a bit of ducking and weaving. This is really tight, by the way. Turns out that was quite a short level, and Santa has taken the second race for the Greens. Alkarion didn't get his opportunity to overtake, but Santa has got his victory. Fuck! It all comes down to the final round. There is no Stubbler round. So best of luck to the Oranges. Meaning we need your racing to be better than your parking, if that's possible. Wait, where's the ground? Oh, it's there. That was a short one, wasn't it? Who's this? Is it Tags like the last person to cross the line? That was horrifically short. Which means I'm nervous now because it's one apiece. Can the Oranges pull off something spicy? Deviator is approaching at the very end. I think Deviator was in the lead for a 1 second. Not anymore. Come on, big stunt. You love to see it. Is there still somebody missing? Tiny Green, are you... So exhausted from that overtake from Marbles, she's just enjoying the scenery as we speak. Space-saving parking, that's what Mina's doing. True that. We call that Stubbler speed. No, we do not. Take off the handbrake. Right, final round. If you would like to join in for the final round, type race now. Tagslack in, Alkarion in, Statpus in, Santa in, Cheeky in. This is it, the final act of the week. Cats. What's that? Cats, Mindrate, Cheeky, Koala, Kitten, Mikey, Cellist, Satan, Lundios. Timer starts now. Tiny Green is in. Deviator is in. Kick Cellist. Well, that actually worked. Good shit. Easy Green is in. 16 seconds to get in if you want to. Come on, Oranges. Mina is in at the death. That's the spirit, Mina. Right, this is it. Before we go off and have a wonderful weekend, and then return for chop guessing on Monday in Black Mesa, let's have an orange win right now and be happy. Despite the fact that Satan got absolutely demolished in Kerbal, he is alive here and he's going to win. Satan, do it. Satan in the lead for the Oranges. Tiny Green has actually found the handbrake and is in second place for the Greens. Tagslack in third for the Oranges. Come on, Satan, you got this. Tagslack immediately hits a sack barrier or something and goes flying. I think Tiny Green... Was that a boost from Tiny Green, or she maybe just hit the boost pad differently? But Satan is in the lead for the Oranges. Alkirion second place, Orange. Tagslack third place, Orange. But Santa is approaching with that F1 car. Can Satan do the undoable and beat the Formula 1 vehicles? There's a lot of boosting going on right now. I think Tagslack might have timed his boost quite well there. Can Satan get through the tyres without incident? He can. Can Alkirion? He can. Tagslack does as well. So, ooh! Now that was a fortuitous bounce from Satan off that obstacle. Tagslack and Alkirion are still in second place. This is very Orange as we speak. Can the Oranges claw the point back after Santa ruined our fucking party? I think Alkirion boosted himself into a wall and took him out of the race. Tagslack's going for a boost as well. I think it might have happened on the corner. Satan spins out at the death and he takes Tagslack with him, but Tagslack puts him straight back on, and Mina, out of nowhere, is third place for the Oranges. Mina completely demolishes Satan. A huge boom comes in from Alkirion.
Exclamation mark boom.
Alkirion takes out Satan and Mina, who was second and third. Alkirion, thank you for the big bits. 2 Oranges. But it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because just like that, Alkirion has secured a point for the Oranges. Lovely. You need to take all the glory for yourself. Tagslack, well played. Did I say Alkirion saved it? It didn't. Tagslack saved it. Tagslack, well played. That is the Alkirion with the first point, Santa with the equaliser, but at the end it was all about the Tagslack victory. Tagslack, well played. Happy to see an Orange win regardless. Good fucking shit, right. It is now Green 236 to Orange 158. We're still getting our shit pushed in, but at least the gap's getting slightly smaller. Mina needs to think about her actions taking me out though. Mina, explain yourself. Satan died in Kerbal and then died at the end of that round. And it was Cheeky that killed him the first time, and Mina that killed him the second. Alkirion, thank you for the big bits. Everybody, thank you for the big bits during stream races. As Mindrake trickles over the line at the end, allow me to thank everybody for joining for the stupid Doomhaus bullshit fun and games at the end of the stream. But I'm going to press this button now after congratulating the Oranges on their hard-earned point. And for today, say goodbye. That Kerbal stream was a strange one. It wasn't perfect. We had a lot of issues. We discovered 2 Kerbals we didn't know were stuck. But I think I am nailing down how to get to and from Duna a bit faster, which is all we need. Thankfully, Mazak has been returned home safe. Let's all pay our respects to the fallen Dark Satanica, who had one of the strangest deaths in Kerbal history, but Dark Satanica the fucking 18th or whatever will be available next week. But for now, if you're staying on the platform, may I recommend Alkirion 7, who is live right now. May I recommend Frosty, who is also live, God knows what he's doing. Scribbies, who is live just chatting, and Killerbits, who is playing Darkest Dungeon. Golfers, enjoy golf in 2 hours and 40 minutes. I hope you have a good game. Oranges and Greens, I hope it's just one of them games that's really unlucky where you just can't get anything right and it's all golfings and horror and stuff. But anyway, Satan, Koala, Deviator, Easy Green, Kitten, Alkirion, Cat, Tagslack, Statplus, Tiny Green, and everybody else. Congratulations on Person Century of the Day for this week.
Shite stream as usual.
Frosty's making an announcement. Everybody go over to twitch.tv/FRO27Y. Heaven knows what that's going to be. Cheeky, thank you for the bits. Thank you all for the bits this week. Thank you all for the subs. Welcome to the new people. Thank you all for joining me for the end of Outer Wilds and the start of Black Mesa. I will see you bright and early an hour before the stream on Monday for chop guessing. Don't forget to get that in a timely fashion. But for now, I love you all. Does anybody have as a final word to say goodbye before we all go over to see that Frosty's pregnant or something? Oh no, the stream's ended. Never mind. It said announcement Inc. and then he was gone. This is the final word for today from the Fallen Dark Satanica. Everybody, I love you all. I will see you all on Monday for the continuation of this bullshit. But for now, deep breaths. Poop. Well, that summarises the week nicely.